Okay, YouTube is telling me I am Liv.
Live and learn.
Hanging on the edge of my computer desk because there's no edge here.
Wait, seriously?
I mean, it's my room. There's no wedge in my room. It's all bordered by walls.
Okay, Brian, question.
Yeah?
Have you been using the tablet I gave you?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Have it right here.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
Yep. There's a Worlds Collide 27. Hoi. Crystal Star Girls. Hi, Brian and Jordan. Hello.
Hola.
It is I. Me.
I am here. It's me, Lorenzo. How are you guys? I am me. Did you just write what I thought you write?
Lorenzo.
You write, you wrote.
Always,
You write and you wrote and,
always putting his dick in places they don't always need to be.
and I'll punch you in the throat. Finish the rhyme.
Not my
I'm
throat!
a fucking poet.
Not my throat! I need that for swallowing!
I need that for swallowing!
So anyway, yes, hello there. So, as you see in the title, I am doing art of my boy Cedrot from the SNG Curse of Strahd sessions.
And, it's the transformation version I see.
Yes. So yeah, like I said in the description, I am excited for the next session coming up, and I will say it many times to Jordan, I am very excited for it coming up.
Yay.
Yeah, because, your DMs like to know when your players are having fun. And I felt like I've been holding this off for a little bit, so I wanted to do a bit of streaming of drawing a bit of Cedrot. So, for those of you who have not been watching the Curse of Strahd sessions, he is a Dragonborn Paladin. He's been reborn into a Fae, and yeah, primarily his method of combat is, as you see here, this big long sword that he uses for smiting. Music's a bit loud. Alright, you got it. There we go. That should be good. Cedrot is also, Cedrot is he's very confident, not too down low kind of person. He's, many people would typically believe that at first glance they would assume that he's arrogant, he thinks he's all that and whatnot, but he always responds to them with the same thing. Every time someone assumes that of him, he just simply tells them, it's not arrogance talking, I'm just speaking the truth. But if there's other questions that you do have about Cedrot, you are free to ask about them if you so wish. And the other thing, too, is that you probably noticed that the title of the video has Live RP Session. That is mainly because, depending on the question, I may consider answering it in character.
Like you do in D&D.
Yeah. And, I'm also going to be honest here, there's even off times during my work breaks where I kind of warm up the voice a little bit. And you all get to see me trying things out with my new Wacom tablet, thanks to Jordan giving to me. Oh, hold on, I think this thing's upside down.
Oh.
Inverted controls.
Well, either way, I'm happy that it's been useful for you.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to it as the thing too.
Yeah, practice makes perfect, man. You'll get the hang of it. Cause yeah, that was my hang up too when I was first using my tablet, which I've been using it for like close to 5-7 years at this point. It's weird because of the disjoint, but once you get it down, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Alright, hey, guys, cool it in the chat, please.
Yeah, please. I'll put you in timeout. I said, hello there.
Yeah.
Hello there, Ed boy!
Yeah. I just don't want, arguments to break out, so please try and show a little bit of restraint.
Yep. Or I will...
Hey, Super Crazy Crasher! Your name makes sense now.
Yeah, it's like, if you don't, I will cast Divine Smite.
And you don't, and trust me, you don't want Cedrot here to cast Divine Smite.
You really don't. That's a 2d8 radiant damage.
Yeah.
And Cedrot, and daily reminder, Cedrot has a strength modifier of 5.
Yeah, like, specifically, let me pull up your character sheet. His strength strength stat is 20, and that gives him a +5, strength bonus.
Yeah. Don't fuck with me, I'll smite.
Yeah. Meaning that if you're proficient with a certain weapon, that means you get, oh, +8 bonus, holy shit. Wait. I'm thinking of finesse.
Yeah, because, you know, I do gotta ask you about this, because it's like, I feel like it's very on and off, like, how we handle the rules of, like, you know, proficiency in weapons.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Let's... I can't believe I'm calling death out here. Let's end this debate once and for all.
Yeah.
Let's see. Weapon proficiency. There's a quick reference for it. Come on. Waiting for the site to load. Okay. Your race, class, and feats gain proficiency with certain weapons or categories of weapons. The two categories are simple and martial. Most people can use simple weapons with proficiency. These weapons include clubs, maces, and other weapons often found in the hands of commoners. Martial weapons, including swords, axes, and polearms, require more specialized training to use them. Okay. Proficiency with a weapon allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack you make with that weapon. If you make an attack roll with using a weapon in which you lack proficiency, you do not add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll. Okay, so for the finesse property, that basically allows you to use your choice of strength or dexterity for the attack and damage rolls. You must use the same modifier for both rolls. And I believe you have the knightly sword.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Knightly sword. Oh yeah, it has the versatile property. So yeah, you can add +8 to your Oh wait, sorry.
To the attack roll.
Fuck me. Versatile is something entirely different. But yes, if you're proficient with this weapon, which I believe you are, you can add, I believe +3, so which is your proficiency bonus, to the to hit roll.
Okay.
Yeah, versatile means you can just change the damage type depending on how many hands you're holding your sword with. So if it's one, it's the usual 1d8 slashing, but if you hold it with both hands, it's 1d10.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I do want to kind of point this out too, and like this is not to slam you, Jordan, at all, but like I just find it funny how like when you draw Cedrot, like you make the knightly sword like a one-handed sword. I make it a fucking great sword.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's because I'm still basing it off of the sword he started with.
Yeah, like in the actual art itself, because like it looks like one.
Yeah.
God,
definitely...
is Strahd sending bots to my chat too?
How does he even know what bots are? He's from the medieval plane of existence.
Strahd, go away, or I'll call you Strudel again. You were gonna do that anyway. Yes, I was.
Yeah. Actually, for those of you who saw the last session, what did you think of the plot twist that the characters now have no idea of knowing? Because Kira had her mind wiped.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, we as players know it, but like, even though we know it as players, as our characters, we're not allowed to say anything about it, because that's what is known as metagaming.
Yeah. Which is a guaranteed way to get you kicked out of my games. But yeah, the characters themselves, they have no idea what Strahd is planning. So they don't know that they're being set up as sacrifices. Yeah. And also with the fact that Strahd doesn't give a shit about what happens to Kira because it's the soul inside Kira's body that he wants.
Yeah, he wants the whammon.
You missed the bot that was in the chat. Oh, I don't... Wait, is that... I don't see it.
Oh no, I see it. It's underneath when Lorenzo said okay then.
Oh, okay. Wasted money on making a bot instead of buying pizza.
Give me the pizza!
Why couldn't you just get a pizza?
Why couldn't you give me the pizza? I can't have enough.
You could have had food for a week.
You know what? Divine Smite is enough for this. Jordan, I cast Wrathful Smite.
Wrathful Smite. Okay. Okay, hang on. There's rules for this. There's rules for this shit. Okay. Okay. You gotta hit it again the next time you make a melee attack during the spell's duration. But you know what? This is a really short combat round. Skip this guy's turn because the bot is like Sugashi used Stunning Strike on it, so stunned, lost a turn basically. So go ahead and add 1d6 psychic damage once you hit. Plot twist, you hit. It's got an AC of 0. It's a bot.
Man, some bot. They don't make them like they used to.
Yeah, fragile little things.
They're more fragile than a goblin.
No, Cedrot doesn't need guns. I mean, you're looking at him right now.
Yeah, like he don't use guns.
He is the gun.
Yeah. I mean, technically, Cedrot's guiding bolt is kind of like, you know, I shoot a thing of light.
Yeah. But I would like to argue that it's more powerful than a gun.
Yeah.
Because, you know, arcane forces versus tools of explodey proportions.
Yeah. And hey, unlike a gun, it gives my team advantage on their next hit.
Oh, Omega Jean just complimented you?
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, hi, Brandon.
Brandon!
The usual Mexican person reporting again. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, that Brandon. I thought you meant Platinum Rhythm for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that.
We appreciate you too.
We appreciate all Brandons.
Yeah. Unless you're an asshole.
Yeah. Then you're poop. Meanwhile, I have a hybrid who has so many guns to the point where I think he's on a list somewhere. Yeah. That would do it.
Like, how many guns do you have? Yes. Keep an eye on him.
How many guns do you have? 400?
It's like, how many guns do you have? I don't know. How many slices of bread have you eaten in your lifetime?
What does that have to do with anything? The title of the video is, he's drawing his, D&D character, Cedrot.
Yep.
I'm responsible for several war crimes. Wait, is that for real, or is that a meme?
Oh my god. You know what this also is? I'm very picky on my lines.
Yeah, honestly, I think every artist is very particular with their line choices, because if it's not the same thickness or the same quality as all the other lines, it's just like, try again.
Well, it's not even just that. It's just that I can't draw a straight line on this thing for shit.
Yeah, again, it all comes down to practice. That and usually wrist flicks are usually the way to go. But yeah, again, that just comes from practice. Okay, meme, got it. But yes, to reiterate, since Brian is focusing on drawing, if there are any questions you have for Cedrot specifically, Brian here will RP as his character and give you an answer.
Yeah.
Literally anything that comes to mind. Oh. I wish it meant English. Yeah, no worries. Actually, Brandon, out of curiosity, it seems you can understand English pretty well. Am I right to assume this? Oh, and
if you can,
okay.
I'm so sorry for the torture you probably had to go through to even understand it to begin with.
Yeah. English is among the hardest languages in our world, if not the hardest, because we've stolen so many language systems, it's not even funny. Like, the Greeks. Poor Greeks. Oh, we got a question from Jordan Carroll. What's Cedrot's favorite food?
Oh. Actually, it's funny enough, I think that was actually a question I was asked of him, like, on Twitter when I was going around, like, gathering questions of what people thought, like, just hold on. My favorite food? Well, I know it's certainly not I doubt it's a delicacy here in Barovia, but sometimes I can't help but crave a bit of a Bronto bite. It's nice and full of protein.
Bronto bite.
You should try it sometime. It's pretty meaty.
But yeah, if you actually asked questions a long time ago in that thread. You can re-ask them here.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like, you know, feel free. Yeah, just ask whatever you feel like. Like again, like again, like even in instances where it's like, you know, if I want to like RP as a character, I'll especially do if I can like do Cedrot's voice for it.
Yeah. The one language I learned in college was sign language. Oh yeah. Sign language. Sign language is definitely something that I wish I learned when I was growing up, because it sucks not being able to communicate with someone because of one reason or another. So having more versatility like that is really cool. Oh god. Cedrot, have you ever heard of these things called NFTs?
I can't say I've ever heard of them, but just from the name of it, ugh, sends a shiver down my spine. What kind of evil, disgusting garbage could they have casted upon us?
Agreed, Cedrot.
I doubt even Strahd's that evil.
I don't think Strahd would even know the first thing about NFTs. I have to go for a familiar problem. If I don't return for the stream, then take care, and may God take care of them or protect them.
You're good. Just take care of what you need.
Omega Gene has a more general question. And Mr. Maniac also has, so whichever one you want to tackle first, go ahead.
Okay, just hold up. Alright, I think I'll probably go in order. So yeah, you said Omega Gene's question came first, yeah?
Yes.
Alright. I have a question. What happened to your Klonoa Dream Bullet series? I've been having this question for a long time, actually. I actually posted a thread about this on Twitter around the time when Klonoa Dream Reverie was announced, and yeah, I'm super excited for when those games become a thing. I have not shut up about them since its announcement, and you can't stop me.
I don't want to stop you.
Yeah, good. Because even if you wanted to, I would have said no.
Right.
But yeah, I silently just kind of canceled the series just because because for one thing, a lot of things were just coming up in my life which made it so I couldn't really focus so much on Dream Bullet anymore or any other Klonoa movie projects, because I did have some others that were going to be in the work. Funny enough, Jordan was going to be assisting in one of them.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's like, aside from not liking how some of the writing was going along and just how we kind of got a bit sidetracked with some of the side things that people working with me were wanting to do, but also, I just couldn't make room for it. Like, there were just so many things going on in my life where, like, it just got to a point where I'm just thinking, because, to put in perspective, we were going to make this into, like, a fully animated thing, and I'm the only animator.
Which is next to impossible, realistically speaking.
Yeah, and also to put it in perspective, the only Flash program I currently have is Macromedia Flash.
So that's a no.
Yeah. So in the end, I ended up silently canceling like any kind of Klonoa movie projects, mainly just because, yeah, like I said, things were getting in the way of my life. I did not have enough of the resources to even make it happen or make it as good as we wanted it to be. And on top of that, I also wanted to focus more on, I wanted to put more of that focus on my actual original series, The Rise to Superior, so that also had something to do with it.
Yeah, I like to think everything worked out in the end.
Yeah, it did. And as for Mr. Maniac, a question for you, Cedrot. What do you think of Mimi? I ask considering you've practically been a big brother to her or something, which, by the way, is very cute. Honestly, if you want my beliefs in Mimi,
I personally think she's one of the most capable healers that I've ever witnessed. She's managed to cure wounds and aid the sickly in ways that I could never imagine before. She's a great asset to our team, and I wouldn't want anyone else as our healer.
So wholesome. And Cedrot, Super Crazy Crasher asks, how good are you at the hustle?
How good am I at the hustle, you say? Well, perhaps you'd like a bit of an interesting history behind one of the many wars that I've been in. Ones where I've been at the front lines, aiding our team, attacking the enemy fortresses. I can certainly tell you it was not an easy task. Some of our men were almost down for the count. Things weren't looking too brightly over us, but mainly due to the command to trying to rush the fortress head-on, thinking that we could have taken it down with brute force. It didn't work. The weaponry was far too advanced for our armory to take care of, and so I, deciding from the studies I have from Brightvale, to go with a different approach. I decided to not go at it from head-on, but instead, I decided to start taking cover in ways that it would allow me to sneak into the back, opening them up from there, distracting them from the forces up in front, taking on as much as I could, and eventually our forces did overwhelm them from the front. We had them surrounded on both sides.
I think that version of the hustle was somehow better. Another question for Cedrot. What's death like? Also, less for Cedrot, but still. What's with everyone getting stronger after being fucking murdered? That's not gonna be more of a thing than it was.
First of all, Mr. Maniac, that only happened twice.
Yeah, to be fair, well, technically, the thing with Ricky is that he was always Ricky. It's just he was masquerading as Rickett after, you know, his old backstory ordeal.
Right.
The thing with
in that case, it only happened once.
Yeah, it really only happened once. And I know we just learned that Ark is technically undead, but he was brought back by science. It wasn't really a transformation per se.
Yeah.
So, and who's to say that he became stronger after he died? Maybe he was weaker than he used to be. You don't know.
Yeah, those are things we're just gonna have to figure out when we do go more into Ark. But to answer your question though,
As for what death was like, well, it was ultimately mostly nothing. I couldn't see much of anything. There was no color, there were no hues, no shades. It's just simply me looking into what appeared to be a black void. The only thing you could end up seeing after some time was a light calling your name. Of course, that light to me wasn't necessarily the afterlife calling my number, but more so my Lady Innocent, who refused to let me die.
Introducing the shorter side of YouTube. Watch and create your own short videos.
And as for Kira and her connection to this Tatiana, you'll have to wait and find out later. just as the rest of the party will find out later.
And that is fine.
Yeah. But no, I wouldn't, with that in mind, death doesn't really make everybody stronger per se, because, you know, that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of death. It's just, I guess it sort of came out that way, but, the Curse of Strahd, at least our version, is definitely, very tied to the themes of death. But it's more so in the sense that it doesn't make you stronger, but rather death is an inevitability. Even Strahd will die someday.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't intend to, he will. Oh. I have another question. How many characters do you have? I'm just asking. Like in general?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Like, how many, like, what do you mean, how many characters do I have?
Yeah. Do you mean in the realms of D&D, or original characters, or... Yeah, that is true. Cedrot's, newest tarot card is Death, but, Death in tarot doesn't always, mean what you think it means. Depending on what side it's on, it can actually mean positive change, roughly.
Yeah.
Of course, on the other hand, it could very well mean, the loss of something.
Yeah, the loss of life.
Yeah. Well, not that. Not all the time, of course, but death can mean many things. Strahd plans to continue re-upping the free trial of life without actually subscribing to the service. That villain must be stopped. I mean, yeah, the dude's a fucking vampire. Hello, Realm. Been a while.
Hello.
It means transformation when it's right side up. Yes, that's what it is. Thanks. Just so you guys know, Jen here, who plays Kira in Curse of Strahd, is actually a tarot reader.
Yeah.
So if you guys want your fortunes read, maybe hit her up on Twitter.
Yeah, she does commissions for that.
Yeah. Or Discord. I guess it's, yeah, up to her discretion, but, yeah. And yes, I also know I have commissions open too, but don't worry about that.
I don't.
And not everyone's, up for commissions, it's fine. Besides, you already have something that gives you an income. It doesn't treat you very well, but at least you're getting paid.
Yeah.
Welcome to my house. As you can see, I've knocked over many chairs because I get so tilted at the towers.
That sounds like a new problem, Strahd. Just get
I
good.
fell into the I fell into the VTuber rabbit hole. Get good. Just the image of Cedrot, of all people, saying "get good."
Cedrot just
Honestly?
Cedrot leads into Strahd's ear. Get good, scrub.
Oh yeah. Heat peep, mean creep. No, if any of the Curse of Strahd party were to ever say "get good," honestly, I can see Sugash saying it, because he already said "simp," so I can imagine he knows what "get good" means too.
Yeah.
Maybe Pog, but I don't know. Pog might actually be a step too far. Corey might though.
Yeah, no, Corey's Pog.
Corey is definitely Pog. Don't you mean miasma? Erimary? Exactly.
No, it's like, I just like to imagine Strahd's just like, what is this pog?
Oh, I can tell you what Pog is.
Meanwhile, you just have Ricky, who's just like, so Strahd, I heard Rohadin died of Ligma.
Ligma? What's Ligma?
Ligma balls!
No! Anyway, I know what Pog is. It's passion fruit juice, orange juice, and guava nectar. That's what Pog means, right?
Yeah.
Kira has 2 words: boy and food. Yeah, that's what we're referring to. Jordan Carroll has a question. What does Cedrot think of Frank?
I fear no man, but that's the thing. It scares me.
Do you want hot dog or sausages?
I'll... You know, I have enough of both.
Are you certain?
Yeah, he gives the money. It just goes before anyone can even mention the word buns.
And then Frank just looks at the money, shrugs, and just puts it in his purse and starts waddling away. Yeah. I actually imagine Frank, his style of walking is that he basically waddles like one of those T-Rex things.
Yeah. Yes.
He flails around basically while rolling his hot dog and sausage cart.
Yeah, it's like, even when he's not on a frenzy, he looks so unhinged.
Like, Frank isn't evil, he's just strange.
Yeah.
Like, he does care a lot about feeding people, so he's not a bad person.
Yeah, he's not a bad
Common is definitely a second language, though.
He's not a bad individual at all, but that can be easily changed, and I prefer not to test it.
Just don't say the B word and you're good. Yes. AFV Peg Knight. Sorry, your name is hard to say. Excited for Klonoa 2 Realm?
Yes, 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 yes! You people don't understand. Klonoa 2 has been in PS2 hell for about 21 years. That game's old enough to drink.
Yeah. So,
like, Klonoa 2 has never been remade. It's never been ported. It has been stuck in the PS2 library with no attention given to it until now.
You know what? You're right on that. Because Klonoa 1 got a remake on the Wii. Your mileage may vary on how good it is, but yeah, Klonoa 2, no such thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, as a game, I think the remake is okay. Like, I think it's an alright way to get into the games if you haven't been fortunate enough to play the original Door to Phantom Isle. It's just...
But for the love of God, don't play it in English.
Yeah, well, it's just... Well, honestly, overall, I do think, like, some of the production values in general are just kind of lesser than the original PS1 version.
Yeah. Jen, he provides food, he's finding Kira's book. Yeah.
Because the thing too is that if you've seen the original CGI cutscenes in Door to Phantom Isle, they are very impressive cutscenes for the PS1.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Klonoa is a series that thrives on storytelling, which not many platformers did at the time.
Yeah, because the director of it were thinking, when making Klonoa, he thought like at the time not enough games do a lot to try to engage the player in like caring for the game that they're in, like caring for the characters, the world that it's in. They don't put enough reason for characters to be invested in the game that they're playing, which is why the guy was very story heavy with the games that he directed. Like, this is the same guy who directed the original Ninja Gaiden games.
From Ninja Gaiden to Klonoa. Again, that's a bit of a leap, but
I mean,
yeah.
you should have seen what Klonoa was originally gonna be.
What?
Oh, yeah, I learned this from, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can look up some images, because, Klonoa was originally gonna be something much different. On top of that, it was actually gonna be, like, a lot darker and edgier.
Which, Klonoa has dark themes, but I don't think we can add edgy to those.
Yeah.
I think that would ruin it. Oh, I actually drew Raiden from Metal Gear. It was actually really fun to draw him. I also drew my boy Klonoa. And do you do a Duke Nukem impression or expression?
Yeah, I think they meant impressions.
Okay, impression.
These bastards blew up my ride. It's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Okay, hang on. There's actually one Duke Nukem meme I'm really fond of. I'm gonna try and find it. Yeah, this guy does them all the time.
I don't know about. No, I don't know. No, I don't know that. And I've been watching DYKG, and not once have I seen a video on Klonoa about that. I learned that from Kid Icarus, because he remade his review on Klonoa Door to Phantom Isle, and that's something he brings up. Yeah, in fact, actually, here. I'm gonna do a little thing. Here, Caddy, I'm about to give you some clout on my stream.
I was about to speak for him, but then I realized no.
It's like, is he playing an old review of mine on his stream? Burn him! Because he hates his old stuff.
Well, Caddy, if it wasn't for your old stuff, you wouldn't be nearly as popular as you are now, you motherfucker. Anyway, the Duke Nukem line I found was, he was trying to say hey, but he kept choking.
Okay, so, here, Jordan, I will give this to you so you can listen. Ooh. And then I will play this for the stream.
Awesome.
Anyway, Klonoa was released in Japan initially in extremely late 1997 for the PlayStation and was directed by one Hideo Yoshizawa, who, believe it or not, directed the first two original Ninja Gaiden games for the NES. Yeah, how you go from this to this will forever be a mystery to me. Maybe there's something Hideo isn't telling us. Original concepts for the game stemmed from the observation that Yoshizawa had during this time, where he felt that many Japanese developers and publishers weren't focusing enough on story-driven adventures to keep kids and adults more invested with the gameplay. With the PS1 being the leading console for power and ease of development at the time too, I can kind of see where he was coming from. I mean, god, the man practically invented cinematic video game cutscenes on the bloody NES. After a load of scrapped concepts, including one where the main character was this soulless, insipid tennis player, the more serious motifs were dropped, the kids became the new target demographic, and then snickle, snuffle, snap, here we are with the much more pleasant, charming, and mischievous mascot we all know today. And I can't tell you how much more this pleases me over the story of...
So, yeah. That was what was gonna precede Klonoa, but they ended up changing it for something a bit more inviting to the kids.
Certainly not that lifeless tennis player, whatever that was.
I don't even know what he was supposed to be.
Anyway, Also, from what I heard, isn't the PS2 version of Klonoa 2 hard to emulate? I guess
Yes.
people weren't trying hard enough. Oh.
Yeah, it is. There are quite a bit of anti-piracy stuff involving Klonoa 2.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, there was going to be a Wii remake of Klonoa 2, but because of the poor sales of the first remake, it sadly was canceled. Yep, and that angered me. This pleases me over. Done! Yep, that's catty for you.
Again, Caddy. If it wasn't for your old videos, you wouldn't be nearly as popular as you are. Yes, I would be. Okay, you petty fuck.
So, Caddy,
Brooke said so.
So, Caddy, how much money do I have to give you for you to do a video on Klonoa Reverie?
$5. $5? Yeah? $5. Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm game.
No, Caddy, it's at least worth 20. Oh, now you're pushing my paycheck.
Hello, I'm Spuds!
Ah! I don't like it. Kill it with fire.
Thanks, Dad. You're welcome. Did you just call me Dad?
These lines are bothering me. They're not straight enough. Now I want one of the Curse of Strahd members saying that fake Duke Nukem line to Strahd.
What? Hey, choking? Or...
Yeah, hey, choking.
Yeah.
And the choking is Strahd.
Yeah. So wait a minute, he's saying hey.
No, see, it's like this. You hear... No, see, Ricky goes, hey. And then you just hear Strahd choking.
Choking on his own blood.
Yeah.
Because he finally used that parrying dagger. By the way, Ricky has yet to use that fucking parrying dagger. By the way, a dumb idea came into my tired head. Thieves' Cant is secretly Australian talk. Why do I get the feeling that would offend Dion and Dana? The one I posted. Where? Hang on. You are not specific enough. I do not know what this implies. Post again. Yes, please. Oh, Portal. Just like when there was originally a DLC on Slife 4, but Sony dropped it due to poor sales, and was around the time when the PS3 was being discontinued and focused more on the other thing. Focus on other things. And hello, Andrew Schaefer.
Yes, hello there.
Oh, I just realized you have Optimus as your icon. That's cool.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
And Prime Megatron's the one who says, "And one shall fall." I'll still buy Klonoa for the Switch and possibly buy it for other consoles.
That's what I'm doing. I'm buying for Switch and PC.
I think I'll just buy it on Switch because it's the only one I can afford. But I definitely want to play both games.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause like, especially since, Klonoa, I wouldn't say is your typical platformer.
Also, Jordan, here you go.
Oh, hang on. Oh! Thanks.
And
He just gave me Ahsoka in one of the chats we're in.
yeah, and now you can look at Justin and say, "Too bad, she's mine."
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. But yeah, Klonoa's not your typical side-scrolling platformer.
Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? BJ's got a YouTube play button?
Yes, he does.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, he reached 100K subscribers.
Awesome. Hey Rum, what do you think is gonna be a session 9 premiere of Death Battle?
Could be anything, honestly. It could even be a boat. You know how much I always wanted one of those.
Or banana. Maybe a banana boat.
Banana boat.
Banana split.
Yeah, but yeah, to continue on a point, it's like, yeah, Klonoa's not your typical side-scrolling platformer. It's actually a puzzle platformer.
Right.
Yeah, because, the best way to describe it is that, your typical platformer, let's take something like, say, Mario, where it's like, yeah, you're going from point A to point B. Or your typical Sonic game, where you're going from point A to point B, but as fast as possible. Klonoa...
Sometimes with momentum, sometimes not.
Yeah. depending on how Sega feels about designing a video game that day. But, for Klonoa, it's still point A to point B, but occasionally you'll get somewhere within the game where it's like, okay, yeah, you're going from point A to point B, but how are you gonna get there? How are you gonna solve this to get over there? And it's up to you to try to figure out what to do. And then there's Klonoa Heroes, which was his first jump to the RPG, which we never got. So that might as well be the Mother 3 of Klonoa games.
Yeah. You know, the fact that Nintendo has yet to remove the one thing probably shows that they don't intend to make an English release of Mother 3.
Yeah.
I feel it's going to be Magneto versus Tetsuo, Marvel versus Akira.
I mean, they could.
Is that another fucking bot?
Strahd!
Hang on, I got this. Okay. So, report or remove? You know what? Just make it easy on everyone. Remove. And then report.
Jordan cast his own Divine Smite.
Yeah. Okay. Unwanted commercial content. And there we go. I mean, again, you can play the certain thing, you just gotta know where to find it.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Kirby in the Forgotten Land, complete with Car Kirby.
Carby, if you will.
Carby. Kirby fully loaded.
Kirby fully loaded. I've seen that.
What the fuck was that movie about again? It's just like a talking Volkswagen Beetle or something?
Yeah, it's a Volkswagen Beetle that has sentience.
I just know that it premiered on TV during one Halloween in middle school, but I didn't watch the movie. I don't even remember what I was doing there.
And apparently Herbie's a pedophile.
What?
Yeah, there was a moment in the movie where he's about to hit on a car, and then the owner of the car is like, "She's too young for you," and he's upset about that.
I want to destroy Herbie now. I want to wipe it off the face of the fucking earth. Yes, I called it an it because it's a fucking car. It wants to boink a younger car. It deserves to be punished.
God, I remember that and Racing Stripes.
I didn't want to remember Racing Stripes. Why did you make him remember Racing Stripes?
Because it does not portray zebras accurately. That zebra is not an asshole.
I just remembered I never posted the link to the Discord server. Oh! I don't believe you did. No. Yeah, of the thing. I'm being vague as possible because I don't want Nintendo to shut it down.
I'm still spooked that after last session, freaking Von Roo bit my Neopets. You just can't get away from vampires.
Yeah, you know, Jen, sometimes I wonder if you do this to yourself.
Brian, you're never allowed to speak again. Too bad, it's my stream, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's his stream. You don't agree? Block.
It's like,
Tanjiro...
it's my stream, I kinda have to speak.
Tanjiro is gonna fight Hyakimaru from Dororo Tanjiro versus Jonathan is trash. What? I do not know what these words mean.
Yeah, like, I mean, for one thing, what Jonathan?
Yeah, there's like millions of Jonathans out there. Jonathan Joestar, Jonathan Morris, Jonathan Charlotte, Jonathan Charlotte, Jonathan Charlotte, Jonathan Charlotte. Yeah, Crystal, I don't believe you posted the thing. I blame Miyatsuman. He started my obsession with vampires.
Oh yeah, my
Although it seems that vampires are obsessed with you now.
Yeah. Like, Jen, have you ever considered reading Rosario plus Vampire? And yes, I said read because the manga's better.
No, if you really want to get into... Jonathan Joestar, okay. By the way, if you really want to get into more vampire lore, I'd consider reading Carmilla if you haven't already, and then Dracula.
Yeah. And okay, so yeah, Jonathan Joestar. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I would not agree with the matchup between him and Tanjiro.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah. Like, and if we're going off just the idea that, you know, oh well, they're both sword fighters who can utilize the power of heat and whatnot, it's like that's a stretch.
That's like putting a matchup between Spider-Man and fucking Black Arachnia. Like, there's a huge disconnect. One is a superhuman with spider powers, another is a spider bot. Okay. I think I was so interested in whatever was going on in your stream, and I forgot about it. No, it's fine.
You're good.
And Mr. Maniac, whatever Duke Nukem meme you're trying to post, if you're trying to post it in the YouTube chat, it's not going through.
It's because of the dragon blood.
Thank you, Crystal, thank you. Okay, I'm going to save this in my bookmarks, and there we go. Saved. Jonathan Larson, the guy who wrote the musical Rent. Also, I had the book of Carmilla. I do need to read it. I also have Bram Stoker's Dracula movie, Vampire Hunter D, and Van Helsing. Yeah, because again, I don't think it's going through on YouTube. I have yet to read both Carmilla and the original Dracula, but I do know that Carmilla did precede Dracula just, I believe, a few years, maybe a couple years before Dracula. And it was actually one of the first forerunners into what modern vampire stories typically entail. And it's definitely a win for the LGBT community because of you know, what goes on in the story. And thanks, Maniac. Yeah, so basically he sent me,
I got a peer review study with your name that says, says you're a pussy.
metal music. Okay, actually, which Van Helsing movie is this? Is that the one with Hugh Jackman? Because, I remember that one being a little on the cheesy side from what I've seen. Yeah, I want one of the Curse of Strahd party members to say that to Strahd. So specific, though. Then again, that wouldn't be the first time when one of us makes a very specific meme.
Yep. It's usually Sugash.
Yeah, honestly, Sugash and by extension Boone is more the one to make memes.
Yeah. Well, like, more so specifically, Boone is just very knowledgeable on the like, the really obscure.
Yeah. I found it because it had the name Clyde Tomato Mandolin, who I heard from Did You Know Gimme a few times and helped out with Emil's LP remake of Earthbound, where Emil talks about the stuff changed from Japan. Cool. Has anyone played King of Fighters? No.
No.
No. Definitely not me, because for those who do not know me very well, hi. I can't play fighting games for shit, and I doubt I ever will. Smash Brothers doesn't count because it's a platform fighter.
But Jordan, they added Shredder and Nickelodeon All-Stars, and he's fucking broken.
I don't have Nickelodeon All-Stars, and I doubt I'm ever gonna get it.
You know what? Fair enough, I don't either.
Yeah. I don't care if it has, what? Runback?
Oh, rollback.
Rollback, that's it, yeah. I don't care if it has rollback, no. I've been burned before with Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
All 5 of them.
That being said, though, I'm kind of excited to see like what they're gonna do with Street Fighter 6.
Yeah. Again, the logo does look like a Scooby-Doo icon, but I'm at the very least happy that even though it seems they're using the Resident Evil engine, they're still keeping to the anime style.
Yeah. I just want to see my girl Chun-Li.
Yeah.
Like, if they can make Jill Valentine look good with that engine, you know, and Chun-Li's gonna look like a goddess.
Yeah. I still don't think Resident Evil 4 needs a remake, because it's Resident Evil 4. It's perfect as it is.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, if there's 2 games that don't deserve a remake, it's definitely Resident Evil 4 and The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Because both are already good games.
Yeah. And not to mention, remaking Resident Evil 4 is, like, redundant as shit, given that they port the game on everything.
Yeah, not not to mention, it's like what they did with Sonic Colors Ultimate soundtrack. Like, the soundtrack from the original version on the Wii was already perfect. And while some songs do have pretty nice remixes, like Starlight Carnival being the best, everything else is like, did we really need this?
Hey guys, remember when Resident Evil 4 was originally gonna be a GameCube exclusive? Wasn't that a fun time?
Remember that the Wii version of Resident Evil 4 is among the best versions of Resident Evil 4? Like, you got the aiming with the Wiimote and the graphics from the GameCube version. Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Hey Strahd, if you think we're children, have you looked in the mirror lately? Strahd question. Sorry. Cedrot question. You ever heard of Jelly World?
First of all, I'm gonna forget that you call me Straw just now. And secondly, I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Maniac. Jelly World doesn't exist.
You see, even Jen's like, we don't talk about that.
Plus, there are plenty of other games that deserve a remake.
Jordan, could you imagine if they actually did a remake of Neopets: The Darkest Fairy?
Oh, you know what? That would be a bold move, but it would never happen.
Yeah, it will never happen, but it'd certainly be unexpected.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. Never.
Yeah, never.
Ever.
Actually, speaking of which, though, because Dawn of the Dragon music did just play, you want to know something really funny about Dawn of the Dragon?
What's up?
Some of the monsters in that game use a stock monster roar sound effect.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
But the funniest thing is, I first heard that monster scream that they use in Neopets: The Darkest Fairy.
Oh, no, Mr. Maniac, you can't leave Barovia. Remember, anyone who's in there is trapped.
Trust me, if it were that easy, I would have busted out a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay, granted, the only ones who can leave are the Vistani, but I don't think that's an option right now. So, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, remember, they all turned into vampire spawns.
Right. Luckily, our cleric is hoping to try to learn herself some remove curse. But we'll just have to see where that goes.
Yeah. Here's a question mostly to Brian. Is there any anime you'd like to see get a fighting game?
Anime get a fighting game. I mean, I could just offer, because one thing I would love to see, how they would try to interpret this. I'd love to see, a Fighter Z version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
I would love to see, how they try to balance that into, an actual competitive fighter like they did with Dragon Ball. I think that would be nuts. But, honestly, in terms of anime fighters, I'm gonna be real with you here, that's honestly not my biggest concern when it comes to, what animes I want to see, made into a video game. The one that I want is an actual proper Haikyuu game. Because we have one, but it's basically Elite Beat Agents, and I hate that.
What the that doesn't fit the theme at all.
Yeah, I want an actual volleyball game, but it's themed with Haikyuu. I would love that.
So, you mean to tell me the Haikyuu game they got now, you don't even do volleyball in it? It's a rhythm game?
Yeah, it's basically you see characters doing volleyball, but you have to do it as a rhythm game.
What the fuck? What was going through their heads when they designed that?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know, and I hate it. My boy Hinata deserves better.
Also, another sick burn I stole from Realm. It's too bad to cure wounds, not stupidity. You need to hire a joke writer, Jen.
Hold on, she said she got that from me. Are you saying I need to hire a new joke writer?
No, it's just... she took your jokes, so she needs to get more material. That's what I meant. Your joke is fine. She's just appropriating it.
I can't believe it. Kira's plagiarizing me.
Fucking plagiarizer.
Lady, you listen. I don't know how to deal with this.
Don't ask me. I'm a spirit guardian, not a writer.
I'm not asking for writing advice. I think I need moral support.
Ah, well that I can give you for free.
Close your eyes, kids.
Starts, like, gently sobbing into her bosom.
I mean, she does have a nice one.
Yeah.
It's like a catch-up. I didn't say anything.
Look, I already mentioned I'd hug the Dragonoid dancers in my Okami stream. I'm pretty sure we can mention boobs.
No, see, Cedrot's just trying to play, but Cedrot's playing it off. It's like how many of you heard that? All of us, Cedrot. All of us. Oh.
Oh. Well, I would say that is a bit embarrassing.
It's a bit embarrassing, but you know, I think it's better for all of us to be open with each other. Anyone else have any secrets they want to share?
You were crying like a baby.
That was the 4th grade.
I know Sailor Moon has a fighting game in Japan, and I'll say this. Uranus is the most broken character in the game. How so?
Chen fade to black.
And also, Mr. Maniac, Barovia is a form of hell.
It certainly is for us.
Yep, and that's the point. It's like Megatron's name in general. Hasbro originally didn't want Megatron to be named Megatron because they thought his name would be too scary for kids, but then the Marvel writer who was behind writing his backstory did a reverse Uno and said, being scary is the point.
Yeah.
And they allowed it.
All the time, the sign of a good antagonist is one that can strike intimidation into its audience.
Yeah.
Because when your hero is able to defeat them, you feel more comfortable around them.
You know what, Jordan? I'm doing this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a bit for you.
Oh, okay.
For a bunch of soulless machines, they seem to know a thing or two. But we'll see.
Hey, Dunban!
Yeah, the character that inspired Cedrot's voice.
Yeah, yeah, Cedrot's voice is based off of Dunban from Xenoblade Chronicles. You know, Rufus Jones played the character, and we thought, hey, this would be a good voice for Cedrot, so yeah.
Yeah, because, like, originally... Because it's like, yeah, like, I gave Jordan, like, the original art that, you know, I have Cedrot customized with, like, on the actual Neopet site. But then, yeah, I gave him that for, like, a base of reference of, like, what we're gonna do. Because originally, I was going to have Cedrot sounding a bit more, like, kind of a bit more younger, because when you look at, like, the actual image of Cedrot himself, he does look a little young. But then, like, Jordan gave me the art that he did, like, his interpretation of Cedrot, and I'm just like, I can't do that voice for this!
Yeah.
It's like, Jordan, you made Cedrot a man!
Yeah, because I wanted him to look, badass for the sake of the fact that we're playing Curse of Strahd, and I just figured that would be thematically appropriate.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, so yeah, no, scratch that. I need a new kind of voice for Cedrot. And then me and Jordan were just trying to think for a bit, and I'm just like, what if I made it sound like Dunban?
And I'm like, yes, do it.
Yeah. We may die if we take a stand here, but staying gives us the chance to change our destinies.
Sublime.
Yeah.
Barovia, aka Traumatizing Kira Simulator. There's 6 other members in your party, Kira. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you're looking at traumatized, Mimi is literally right there.
And Ark! Look at Ark now! Like, did you guys see him in the last session? He was spiraling for the fact that he died once.
I drowned him. At least attempted to.
Well, Ricky told you to drown him, and nothing happened.
Yes, and that was the terrifying part.
Oh, speaking of not terrifying, Jordan Carroll asks, hey Cedrot, what's your favorite color?
You know, I never exactly considered a favorite color, actually. Then again, there's a bunch of different colors from where I come from. And you think, oh, well, probably just multiple different kind of colors from the spectrum, but no, it's not just your simple reds, blues, and yellows, but there's also desert and chocolate.
Cedrot, those aren't colors, those are items and locations.
Oh no, trust me, you're from where I come from, they consider them colors.
Why is malachite a color?
It's gonna be another book I'll need to read in order to answer that question.
I forgot about that limitation. Everyone needs a hug. The Zombird. Yeah.
Neopets joke.
Yeah. Everyone needs a hug. The Zombird, the princess, the cute demon, all of them.
Illicent grabs Cedrot. Even this one.
Yeah. Even this one.
My lady.
Yes?
You've kind of been holding me for like 30 minutes.
Oh, I have? I'm
yeah.
sorry. I just
No.
get lost in your warmth.
It's like, no. You're certainly welcome for another 30.
I can do that easily.
I just kind of like the idea that, Cedrot will point out that, Illisen's like being a little flirty, but then encourage it.
So far, that seems to be the extent of the relationship.
Yeah.
Like, Cedrot, you're not leading her on, are you?
If I can talk about this, because it's not really going to be something that's visible in the actual sessions themselves, but there is a little bit of there is some form of a thing between how I view Illisen's affections towards me. I didn't exactly have too many people supporting me when I was trying to become a warrior, or at least when I was inspired to become one by Jaren. But when I eventually was worthy enough to be chosen as Illisen's next paladin, and when she was taking care of me the best ways that she could, there were times it felt like she wasn't just simply my patron. She truly wanted to take care of me. She supported me like no one else. So, even after a hard day's work, a hard mission, whether success or failure, coming back to her warmth is honestly the most reassuring thing I can have.
Uranus has a game-breaking forward dash, and I could say more, but I have to check the game out one of these days. Alright. Why am I getting the visual of Uranus just, like, producing a sonic boom whenever she does her forward dash.
I recently been playing Tales of Berseria lately. Nice.
Neat.
Only Tales of game I've ever played is Tales of Legendia, and I never got to finish it.
I haven't played any of them.
They're good RPGs.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's just, I remember the one that was on the GameCube, or at least I remember seeing it on Nintendo Power. It's the one with the boy in red with the katana.
Does he have two of them?
Hang on.
Because you might be thinking of Lloyd Irving.
Hang on. Yeah.
Okay, that's Tales of Symphonia.
You know, Lloyd was in the back of my mind when I was describing this character. I was like, wait, is his name Lloyd? I don't know.
Yep, that's Lloyd Irving from
What the
Tales
fuck?
of...
He was in Soul Calibur?
Yeah. And also, I think it was voiced by DCAU Robin. Well, no, not DCAU, Teen Titans Robin.
Holy shit. Oh, Scott Menville.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me double check that.
Because if not, you know, he's scarily similar.
Yep, Scott Menville.
Hey.
Hey, Robin. Oh my god, yeah, it is him. I just looked up his clip on Behind the Voice Actors.
Yeah.
Oh, also, the Sonic Movie Twitter just posted a poster with Tails' voice actor's name on it. Awesome!
Finally.
Justice!
Yeah, it's about time, you guys. I mean, better late than ever. Just as you should credit your artists, credit your voice actors.
Credit all your actors. Live action or voice or otherwise. Like, I don't get the mentality Hollywood has against voice actors. Like, especially if they're voicing the main character, put them on the poster. Put them, like, is it, like, so wrong to, you know, pay them for doing a good job?
Unfortunately, I know why they do it.
Why? Tell me, so I can destroy them for it.
Because it's easier to market an actor that people are more familiar with than a random voice actor that only a few niche people will know about.
Bitch, please! Peter Cullen literally voiced Optimus Prime for all the Transformers movies.
Yeah. But it's like, I know, like, that's a big thing people are talking about with Charles Martinet in the Mario movie, because, yeah, unfortunately, when most people think of, like, because not... of course, we as gamers know who Charles Martinet is. Like, we know he's been voicing Mario for years, but, like, say the random kid who sees Mario on the screen, they're not going to know who Charles Martinet is. But they're going to know who Chris Pratt is.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Mario's a homophobe.
Yeah, no. It has the poster of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles' solo with their voice actors. The way it should be.
I've seen that. I actually retweeted that.
Yeah, the way it fucking should be.
Yeah. Also, so how about them announcing not just a third Sonic movie, but a Knuckles spin-off series?
That one I'm curious about.
Like, I can't believe it. They actually went and made Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
It was probably intentional.
Yeah.
The one thing that stands out to me in the Transformers movie, shut up, Grandma, drinking prune juice! In hindsight, I don't know. I don't really like that line. And, in fact, I don't like any of the Transformers movies now that I've seen Transformers Prime. Then again, I didn't like. I started not liking them after Revenge of the Fallen, which is like movie 2. That's a bad sign. Also, they killed RC in that movie. Fuck them. You don't kill RC.
You can't kill his robo-wife!
Yeah, that's true. RC is like my Transformers waifu. Especially the Prime version.
I mean, hey, look. Got good taste.
Yeah. And, like, granted, I know there's a lot of, Transformers ladies now, like Windblade, Alita 1, Moonracer, Flare Up, Black Arachnia.
I would like to preface by saying, Nautica is baby.
Nautica is baby, yes. And she can turn into a submarine, which makes her a big girl.
Yeah.
Like, huge.
Yeah, Nautica is baby, and I love her. She's good.
Yeah, even other Transformers can ride in her.
Yeah.
And apparently she can fly in space, too, so... Nautica's versatile.
It reminds me of when they replaced Sly's voice for the movie when they got Murray and Bentley's voice actors.
I guess that's one of the reasons why the movie got quietly canceled. Did you know that Transformers is connected to Friday the 13th? Shut the fuck up. Okay, what, why?
I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, can't wait to hear this shit.
Yeah, speaking of Transformers, so here's Transformers Devastation music.
Hey! Wait, which song is playing?
The cargo lift.
Yeah!
I used this in the recent Greninja montage.
You also use Soundwave's theme.
Yeah. The one boss who could face you with his own mixtape.
Which, yeah, is very in character for Soundwave, actually. I mean, he's literally a giant cassette tape who can shrink down to, like, a Walkman. Meanwhile, you know what? I will give the Michael Bay movies this. His initial alt form in, I believe, Revenge of the Fallen was a satellite, which makes so much sense. Because he's the Decepticons' communications officer.
Yeah.
And being able to survey the entire planet as a satellite, it's like a perfect transformation for him.
And then he got taken out like a bitch by Bumblebee.
Yeah, no, not Soundwave.
Last time I checked, Soundwave superior.
Yeah, Soundwave superior, Autobots inferior. And I would say in most other incarnations, Soundwave is like the most competent Decepticon. Like, even more so than Megatron. In fact, in the Prime continuity, he nearly beat Megatron in a gladiatorial battle. And thus the two became best friends.
Yeah.
Like, Megatron doesn't say it outright, but no, he loves Soundwave.
Yeah, he's the only one who doesn't fuck up.
Yeah, and he doesn't reprimand him. No, even Soundwave does mess something up. Megatron doesn't really reprimand him for it.
What about me? What about you, Starscream?
No one ever appreciates me.
Actually, speaking of which, so, Jordan, before you joined the call when we were going to be watching Comey, we were actually talking about the Cuphead show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and, the voice actor for Mugman, he's actually voiced Starscream a good number of times.
Holy shit!
Yeah, Frank Todaro.
Frank Todaro,
Todaro. Yeah, he's in the War of Cybertron trilogy. He was in Titan's Return, Combiner Wars. Apparently Starscream is in Smite?
What the fuck? That I didn't know about.
It's like, yes, Smite, the game where you can play as all sorts of gods from different mythologies, such as Zeus, Athena, and Starscream?
Kneel before your god.
Megatron stands behind him. Excuse me, who's your god?
Okay. So he was Starscream in the War for Cybertron trilogy. Gross. And he was also Rat Trap. Huh. Like Beast Wars Rat Trap. Okay, he was Sludge and Starscream in Power of the Primes, Starscream in Long Haul and Titan's Return, Starscream in Combiner Wars. And yeah, he was in Smite. What the hell?
Yeah. Don't you remember the great god Starscream?
In G1 at least, he has a mutant spark, which basically allows him to basically live forever.
It's...
Uh...
Unless he's fighting Rainbow Dash, apparently.
Okay, Mr. Man finally got back to me about the Friday the 13th thing. In the 2009 reboot of Friday the 13th, there's a character named Trent, who first appeared in the 2007 Transformers movie. It's legit the same character. So there's a universe that's shared between Optimus and Jason Voorhees. I'm not making this up. That sounds like crack writing, not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, the later Friday the 13th movies did get some pretty cracked writing.
Yeah, so I think that's why. But hey, if musicians can have leitmotifs in their music, if you listen hard enough, I'm pretty sure writers have, you know, certain characters.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the film The Batman being a character study? Question. Is this the new movie that's coming out that basically confirmed Batman was crazy? Because Batman is not crazy.
Yeah, the one where he's being played by Rob Patterson.
Yeah, Twilight Man.
Yep. Because I know, like, the first trailer that I saw from that was just Batman looking at Afro going, "You lied to me."
What?
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Which, we get it. That's an out of context clip, but I don't know. People have a certain expectation surrounding Batman as a character, and when he and Alfred are throwing hands, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, like, it's so weird because it's like, you know, DC have actually been doing a bit better with their movies. With, like, you know, they've been like they had something decent with Wonder Woman. They had something great with Shazam. They had something pretty good with Aquaman. But it seems whenever it comes to Superman or Batman, they just fuck it up.
Yeah, for instance, they made Batman kill people. Shut the fuck up, that's what he's doing. It's like, oh, he doesn't care because Robin died, so he dropped his code. No, Batman stops being Batman the minute he drops his code. I'm getting uppity about this because I love Batman as a superhero, and if you pit this guy with any other version of Batman, I ask you this. Can you imagine this version of Batman consoling a scared child? And if you say no, then congratulations. That's a bad Batman.
Yeah, never forget Justice League Batman.
Yeah. I like Robert Pattinson as an actor in a lot of other films. The Lighthouse, yeah, that's a great one. Lost City of Z. If Batman isn't crazy, why does he wear a bat costume when he beats people up? Because he wears the costume as a symbol, you know, to give people hope so they don't have to experience what he experienced as a kid.
Yeah. It's also his way of striking fear into criminal scum.
Yeah. At least, you know what? I'll give the Dark Knight trilogy credit. Like, the reason he chose bats as a symbolism is because, you know, he was scared of bats.
Like, honestly, I know how you feel about the Dark Knight, you know, like, some of the Dark Knight trilogy, but, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I feel like my only real issues is, honestly, just Christian Bale as Batman. Like, other than that, you know, the movies I think are fine.
Yeah, they are well put together enough. It's just, I get what Christian Bale was trying to do with Batman's voice. It's just, unlike Kevin Conroy, I can't understand him.
Yeah. Like, I feel like he tries way too hard.
He tries super hard. Like, even Kevin Conroy made fun of it.
Yeah.
It's like, I distinctly remember watching, when he was in a panel and they asked him this question, and he's like, Christian Bale is a phenomenal actor, but when it comes to the voice, he was just steered wrong, you know?
Yeah. And Jordan, you know what I'm now imagining?
Yeah.
Cedrot gives Mimi his cape.
Hopefully this time it doesn't come off so easily.
Strahd, I don't wear hockey pads.
Hey, Carl, still alive. Your garbage that kills for cold.
Fun fact, Robert Pattinson hated his role as Edward Cullen. Well, yeah, because Edward Cullen.
Oh, yeah, we been knew. We been knew.
He's a garbage character.
Yeah. And I like, no, honestly, I think, even, what was her name? Bella?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bella's character hated, playing Bella, too.
Yeah.
Because both she and Robert were very open about, their role, which not many actors, can really, boast. Like, they're very open as people, and that's cool.
Why are people afraid of rats with wings? Because bats are a common carrier of rabies.
Yeah, not to mention, have you seen how fast those things fly? Like, it's like being afraid of spiders or being afraid of rats. They're just common creatures that people are afraid of. Like, they don't even need to have a reason. They're just scary to them.
Yeah.
You know?
And realistically, bats will usually not be like an attack on sight sort of thing. Like they'll like see us and they'll be like, okay, we're not gonna bother you too much. Like they'll occasionally swoop down at a person, but most of the time, like whenever I see like a bat swoop down at a person, they're not trying to attack the person. They just have bugs flying by their head and they're trying to grab a meal. But like, if you get them in a horde, they will swarm you.
Yeah. So, don't mess with a bat swarm, and they won't mess with you. Batman once said he was as crazy as the villains he faced in the comic Arkham Asylum, Mysterious House, and Serious Earth. Have you considered that maybe Bruce has a low opinion on himself?
Well, I know Death Battle touched on that subject in Batman vs. Iron Man, where Boomstick talks about yeah, sorry to break to you guys, but the billionaire air kid who dresses up as a batsuit is not all there. But then Wiz follows that up by saying, but you see, Batman's aware of this. That's why he doesn't kill.
Yeah, but you don't have that doesn't necessarily mean you're nuts. Like, troubled, yes, but I wouldn't say him being troubled was the reason he chose to chose to use bats as a symbolism for his costume. It's just, most people are afraid of bats, so that's what he chose.
Yeah.
It depends on the writer, mostly, but I know from most things I've seen, Bruce is not crazy. At worst, he's troubled.
Yeah. Your man is very, very smart.
Yeah. In fact, in some writings, he's the smartest person in the DC universe.
And we're talking
Batman tortures people instead. Okay, which version of Batman are you seeing? And, yeah, he does get rough with criminals, but he never, kills them. Yeah, he injures them a few places or two.
Yes,
but...
Jed, I love that moment.
Batman in Justice League. Diana is a wonderful woman. She's smart, she's strong, and standing right behind me, isn't she?
Don't let that stop you. Keep digging.
But no, back with Batman torturing criminals. No, you're confusing torture with interrogation.
Yeah.
And yes, he does apply brute force to his interrogations, but it's usually to the point where, okay, I can get all the information I need out of this criminal. I'll knock him out so the police can take care of it from here. And yeah, again, it does leave with a few broken bones. Maybe leaves him in the straitjacket. Oh, fuck you, bots! Go away. Okay, from remove.
What are you doing, bots?
Where the fuck are they coming from? Anyway, if I can finish my thought. Man, open fire. No. Batman doesn't kill, and, he doesn't leave people near death. If Batman does any of those, it's a bad Batman. For example, in the Titans show on the DC network, Batman is a confirmed murderer. So, no, that's not Batman.
Hashtag not my Bruce.
Not my Batman. Now, the only Batman who can get away with killing is, I would say, Terry, but that's mostly because he doesn't follow the same morals as Bruce does. Because, yeah, keep in mind, Terry has actually led some criminals to their deaths. Like, he's still a good person, it's just he doesn't follow the same code as Bruce does. And, yeah, while, Bruce has his code, he doesn't really force it on all of his followers.
Well, the other thing I also want to ask, too, because it's like, sure, you could have, sure, Terry has done things like that, but I don't know if there are things he would necessarily say, like, you know, either he's proud of doing that or he intended that to happen.
No way, no. Because in the end, Terry, is making up for his, past misdeeds when he was in juvie.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the biggest reasons why he, decided to stay as Batman long after he avenged his father's murder.
Yeah.
Because he wants to do good for the community.
You killed my father. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Blight. He was taken from us way too soon.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I find it funny how Batman in the DC universe is legit canon to Fortnite, which leads to Batman fighting The Rock a few times. Speaking of DC, I still remember the Birds of Prey song, which made me wheeze. Aquaman is courageous, his little fish less outrageous. Titans is not on DC Universe anymore, it's on Max. Doesn't matter, it sucks dick. Yeah. The Dark Knight trilogy has Batman torture criminals. Doesn't kill them. Wait, I just realized, how is the Joker still alive?
I mean, that depends on the continuity, because Joker's died in a number of different stories.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, one of them being
continuity...
one of them being Superman giving him a high five through the chest.
Yeah. Keep in mind, there are multiple universes, so, your Batman isn't my Batman.
Yeah.
And vice versa. But good interpretations of Batman follow similar threads. So, yeah, my point stands. If Batman at any point uses a gun, or if he kills his enemies, or if he basically forces children into dressing up as Robins for him, that's not Batman. How has the government not killed the Joker? Code of comic books.
And also because Batman stops him from doing that because he doesn't want to kill the Joker.
Yeah, which admittedly, is a bit of a problem because the Joker is one individual who's never gonna change his ways.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean Batman has to do it.
Yeah, like that's one of the biggest conflicts that goes on between the Joker and Batman. Like Joker's constantly trying to get Batman to break his code, but he can't allow himself to do that.
Yeah. Batman Who Laughs is someone entirely different.
Yeah.
Like, that's not disproving what I'm saying, you motherfuckers.
Yes.
It's like, if you're trying to find a straw man argument to break my point, you're not gonna do it. And I don't mean that to be aggressive, by the way. It's just different version of Batman.
What about World War II Batman? Okay, you just made that one up.
What about Batman from Japan? Okay, first of all, it was a version of Batman who got teleported back in time and became a ninja. He wasn't born in that era. What about Gotham by Gaslight? Now that's a good Batman.
Yeah. Actually,
Have you seen Imaginary Axis? I don't watch Imaginary Axis.
Yeah, actually, I remember hearing this from someone. I still don't know if this was like an actual thing that happened, but apparently someone told me one time in the comics, Batman managed to apparently it's like Batman was going after a dude who apparently threatened Robin, and he supposedly stalked this dude for so long that he apparently ended up killing himself.
What?
Yeah, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, that doesn't sound like a Batman thing.
No. Batman using a gun in Fortnite does have some low reasons. Fuck off, will you? There was a time when Bruce's father became Batman, who was my favorite Bat. Yeah, Thomas Wayne in Flashpoint. When you think about it, the Joker and Batman have similar backstories. The Joker has multiple choice. If he's gonna have a past, he would prefer it to be multiple choice.
Yeah. I just want my phone call.
Have you heard about what's going on with the whole in television Namiko thing? What?
Nope.
First time I've heard of it. Then sorry, Fortnite Batman is a bad Batman. Piss off. And by that logic, you think Spider-Man using a gun is okay too. Because he's in Fortnite as well.
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man Noir is right there.
Yeah. But granted, that version of Peter Parker was born in the 1930s. And he was more of a detective than, you know, a plucky, wisecracking superhero. Also, he had a bit of a different power set than most Spider-Men. Like, for example, he can spin webs, but they don't really stick to anything, and he can't swing from them. They just sort of splatter everywhere.
And also, while Thomas became Batman, Bruce's mom became the Joker. That sounds dumb.
Yeah, that's Flashpoint.
That's stupid. I don't
Yeah,
like
it was... Yeah. It's the reality where Bruce died, and both Thomas and Martha became Batman and Joker, respectively.
That sounds dumb. I'm not gonna look into that.
It's when the Flash went back in time to save his mom, and it fucked up the universe.
God damn it, Flash.
Yeah, like, that's the whole thing that led to the New 52.
It's like, God damn it, Flash. Stop it!
Joker's the kind of dude that screenshots NFTs, prints them out, and then sets them on fire. Yes. Amico is a console that Tommy Tallarico is involved in. I don't know who that is. Speaking of DC, do you think we will get to see Static Shocking by any chance? I hope we do, because Static is amazing.
And you know what? More black representation. That'd be nice. I mean, hell, that could be DC's answer to Black Panther.
Yeah.
Because that movie did great.
Yeah, if not that, then Black Lightning.
Yeah.
Or possibly Jon Stewart as Green Lantern.
Yeah, that could work too.
Main reason for is since those who are caught in this thing called the loop have their memories erased and forced to fight everyone else in the loop over and over. If they leave the loop, what the fuck?
Oh, so it's the Endless Eight from Haruhi Suzumiya. Got it. Now I have even more reasons to avoid it.
Well, Talarico is the composer of Earthworm Jim and the Genesis Aladdin game. Oh. Oh, okay. Batman the Telltale series has Bruce Wayne's parents being revealed to not be saints and have connections to the Mafia. Well, yeah, that's them, not Bruce.
Yeah.
If you're trying to disprove my arguments, like, again, you're comparing different versions of Batman with each other.
Wait a minute! You mean Batman's not his dad?
No.
Everything I knew is a lie.
Leave a Cullen himself, known as a Snapshot, who does the same. So basically, whoever's in the loop is forced to shoot guns at everyone else in the loop without any memories, though it's possible to leave. That's stupid.
If only it was that easy to leave Barovia.
It's not.
That's why I say, if only it were that easy. Then again, we wouldn't have a campaign if it were that easy.
I just realized that DC's version of Spider-Man has a sad story. Batman trying to help him, but he blows. What are you talking about? Black Spider?
Guys, a daily reminder, DC Comics stands for Detective Comics Comics.
Yeah.
And anyone who thinks that Japanese manga has stupid power creep, don't worry. We got it too.
Yeah, comic books are weird.
Yeah, comic book, daily reminder, comic books are stupid.
Randomly thinking about the time the Autobots forgot their best disguise was turning into cars. Guys, what are you doing? You are robots in disguise.
Wait,
Like,
we are?
yeah. I mean, if you really wanted to go into a human disguise, you literally have, like, pretender shells.
Autobots, roll out.
Yes, I'm talking about the Black Spider, that comic made me tear up. Look, I ain't gonna lie, Fortnite's lore matches Kingdom Hearts levels of confusion to outsiders. I played the game and it's still weird. Then I'm not gonna play either of those. Sorry, Fortnite, you're on my shit list too.
Alright, so let's see. Kingdom Hearts, Fortnite, and pre-reboot God of War.
Mm-hmm. I mean, God of War is at least fun to play, the first 3 games. It's just their writing is not the best. I mean, if... You know what? In that respect, God of War 1 is very similar to Kingdom Hearts 1 in that, in terms of writing, theirs is the best.
Yeah, because the thing is, I don't think they expected to make more.
No. They really didn't.
It's also the only game in the series where you can hear Kratos threatening to kill David Jaffe.
Yeah, it was also in the era where we're trying to make the games as cinematic as possible. Whoa!
Yeah.
God of War 3 being the most egregious with that. So yeah. Not saying they're bad games. Don't confuse me on that. They're all really good games. It's just their stories suck in hindsight.
Yeah. Like, hey guys, you know that tattoo that Kratos has on himself, which was supposed to be in tribute to his brother Deimos because that was his birthmark? Well, did you know it was also a source of his power?
That one made me hurt my head.
Yeah.
And that's true too.
Yeah, and also, apparently in the God of War games, Persephone is abused by Hades.
Which, if you actually read Greek mythology, no, they are the most stable couple in Greek mythology. Like, it doesn't matter how they met up, you know, whether or not Persephone was raped by Hades. No, out of all the gods, they are the most loyal to each other. And the fact that God of War fucked that up, is so egregious.
Yeah, and they also made they also decided to take Perseus and confuse arrogant with dumbass.
Yeah, like, there's a huge difference.
Yeah, it's like, that was my only way out. There's like a big balcony right behind you. You can literally just leave.
This must be a test!
No, it isn't. Just look, it's right there. There's a chain that goes down to the floor. You can use that. You can just leave. You're not trapped.
That's how I came in. Like, literally, you can just take this way out and
Yeah, oh,
prepare to fight. Or, god damn it.
I mean, look, if you want, I can just open the door again. That's how I came in.
And then they fight. God damn it! Oh, I'm sorry. Me damn it!
It's like, you know that helmet of invisibility doesn't help you when you're running around in water.
I love the version of Persephone and Hades is that they plan their kidnapping. Yeah, my ideal version of the day Hades and Persephone got together was when, Persephone, didn't plan a kidnapping. She went to the underworld willingly, and then they decided to get together then and there. But that's the beauty of their story, because there were so many different interpretations. So you can chalk it up to however which way you want. Of course, there is the whole pomegranate thing, where every time Persephone eats it, she gets set back into the underworld for a few months. Usually around wintertime. Which then means her mama Demeter starts, basically shirking her duties and killing everyone as a result.
Jordan, can you do me a quick favor?
What's that?
Could you give me a piece of Cedrot Reborn? Because I need to check something on the tip of his wings.
You want his image?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, because I just need to check something.
Wrong folder. Curse of Strahd, Cedrot.
And because one thing I will say, I still have a bad habit of. It's just that I keep running out of space to fully draw something.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
I mean,
okay.
don't worry. Like, I usually bump up the canvas size whenever that happens.
Yeah. Well, I mean when I'm like actually drawing on paper.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. I know it. Okay. So yeah, he does have jewels like on the very tip of it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yee.
Also, a cool god dad is Asura. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Asura is fucking dad of the year. Mans went to war with a galaxy-sized god, punched the shit out of him, all because they made his daughter cry.
And that's all the reason you need.
Yeah. In fact, Mans went to the creator of Chakravartin itself, punched him in the face, because once again, you made his daughter cry.
Yeah, I keep hearing Hades is a good game, but I don't know. Its genre kind of throws me.
Roguelike?
No, roguelike action dungeon crawler. I don't know, like, every time I look at footage of it, it seems like I wouldn't enjoy it. That's not the same thing as saying the game is bad. No, I'm sure it's a good game. It's just, I can't see myself playing it. That's it.
I know Heaton loves it.
Yeah, Heaton's obsessed with Hades.
You know what? So is Amelie.
And Amelie, yeah.
Yeah,
she's obsessed. Well, Amelie's obsessed with it for different reasons.
she is so thirsty for Thanatos.
Yeah. But if you guys want another game to play, Klonoa.
Yes.
And also Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition.
God, Realm, shut up about Klonoa. Fuck you.
Fuck you, his stream, his rules. And he
You
will
know
talk
what?
about Klonoa as much as he pleases.
You know what? You saying I should be hyped for Klonoa? You're banned.
I'm just glad that we're getting a remaster for the Klonoa games. Yes, we talked about that as well. What if Batman met Daredevil from Marvel? In what capacity?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the two would work together. I played Hades, I think it's really great, and I'm not exactly the most roguelike player. Alright, but I don't know, I think my mind is made up.
Yeah.
It's just like, I took a look at it and I'm like, meh.
Yeah. And you know, again, sometimes that just happens. You know, you'll look at
Yeah.
something and it's like, you know, this doesn't look like it'd be my cup of tea, and that's fine.
Yeah, just don't be a dick about it and say, PLAY THE GAME, YOU FUCK! You're a bad alligator!
unless it's Klonoa.
Yeah. Klonoa, I think I would love playing Klonoa.
Yeah.
And that's someone who's, you know, been a passive fan of Klonoa for years.
Yeah. Actually, Jordan, have you seen? Are you familiar with Lolo from Klonoa?
Vaguely.
She is good girl.
Also, here's a reminder, you can pet Kerberos. Best game, 10 out of 10. And yes, that's the original Greek pronunciation, Kerberos. Not Cerberus, not Cerebrus, Kerberos.
Yeah, that's Lolo.
Ah! Good girl.
She is good girl. And she also goes through trauma.
Not good.
Because she's trying so hard to be a priestess, but everyone around her were like, you suck, you're never gonna be a priestess. And they
I still
laughed
love
at
the
her.
Yeah. I still love the fact that Kerberos in Latin means spot. Yeah, so that means Hades named his three-headed dog, a three-headed hellhound for that matter, Spot. And I can actually see him do that, because, again, just adding more awesomeness to Hades as a god. Hades is probably one of the most chill gods out there. The worst he is ironic.
Yeah.
Because, you know, all of his punishments have a hint of irony to them.
Yeah. Actually, Jordan, did you know that Klonoa and Guns also appear in Namco X Capcom as playable characters?
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're in Namco X Capcom. They are a unit. And a lot of their skill set is based on Klonoa heroes. And I even read like some of the Japanese script for Namco X Capcom, and holy shit, when Jonga comes into the scene, Guns decides, you know what, censored mode is optional.
Okay, Jen, Kerberos is actually taken from the Greek, word meaning spotted. It's just, it's been Latinized. I don't think Latinized is the same thing as Latin, so...
Yeah.
I just saw that there's an Ice Age short series related to Scrat. It's coming to,
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus? What the fuck?
Yeah, because I think... Didn't Disney buy out Blue Sky Studios?
Did they?
I thought they did.
I don't remember that.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did. They buy out everything else.
I still love how in the game Hades himself is such a grump because he's the only one doing all the goddamn work. Very true. From the glimpses I've seen, I like how they paid respects to the gods' original personalities.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Oh, so yeah, Blue Skies is now part of Disney.
Does that mean we're not gonna get another Peanuts?
Probably not by that studio. No.
Damn it. It was a good movie. I liked it. If I want to say, like, it is kind of the Peanuts that we do have to thank, you know, some animation studios, like, trying different animation art styles with 3D visuals.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, we know that. It's just their properties.
Yep.
Oh, Devil May Cry music. Awesome.
Yes. The Devil May Cry song.
Is it the one from 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, a daily reminder that Dante is one of Heaton's husbandos now.
I'm still floored that she didn't know him long before, you know.
Well, Heaton also wasn't the most into character action games. The only reason she's into him now is because of Avi.
Right.
Yeah, because he's all about because he's super crazy about character action. In fact, you wanted something crazy about Avi, Jordan?
Yes, because I do not know Avi.
Fucker actually tried to play Metal Gear Rising blindfolded.
Okay, there's a blind playthrough and then there's a blind playthrough. What the fuck?
Yeah, and the funniest part is, he actually does really good.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, and honestly, I know how he does it. He does it because he memorizes sound cues.
Huh.
Yeah, because that's usually how a lot of people do like blindfolded, like actual, like literal blindfolded plays. They focus so much on sound cues to where it's like, you know, they don't need to necessarily see what goes on screen. They just have to hear the sound and they know what's coming.
Okay.
But, you know, it also is because Avi is batshit insane.
You're not greedy. You're batshit insane!
I love Armstrong's face after that. He's like, what?
It's like, you hurt my feelings!
Betrayal?
I thought I had something going there! I also, love their little exchange, like, how the hell did you get elected? Well, I didn't write my own speeches.
Daily reminder, Armstrong's a great villain.
Yeah, doesn't mean he's a good person, though. No, like, dude wanted a warped social Darwinism sort of world.
Yeah.
And that involved taking the brains of kids, for some reason. To be fair, I actually forgot the reason why they wanted children's brains.
Sundowner, I know, explained it for his his perspective being that, you know, when we grow up, we're instilled with morals, like right from wrong. When we're kids, we don't necessarily care about anything like that. So it's easier to make a kid into a soldier as long as you tell them, you know, yeah, this is okay, this is a good thing, and you encourage it.
That's right.
Because kids are cruel. They will do anything to, they'll do a lot of things in terms of, like, just picking on people, making them feel bad.
But that's also another reason they don't know any better, so that's why they do it.
Yeah.
Also, Also, Mr. Manic, you may want to flip those characters.
Carl, why won't you die? That machine, son.
Yeah, again, flip that, because Garl's the one who wouldn't die for the longest time.
Yeah, it's not...
And then, Durna, like a bitch, casted remove Curse to, you know, basically land him a new job.
Yeah. or as Cedrot's referred to him now, Colonel Runaway. 5 points if you know what that's a reference to. It's like, why won't you die?
Nanomachine, son.
Yeah.
Oh, you have those too?
Oh, you have one of those too, I see.
Huh.
That certainly explains a few things.
Oh, they certainly hand these things out like candy, don't they?
Yeah, they really do.
You'd think they'd be more mindful of them. I mean, could you imagine how much these things cost to make?
Yeah, funny little world, ain't it?
It's a shame that you're dead, though.
Yeah. Oh wait, he doesn't sound like that anymore. I basically gave him Taskmaster's voice from Spider-Man PS4.
He's like, oh, sorry, force a habit.
Yeah. I get to watch and learn.
You know, Sir Gosh was looking forward to the rematch between you two.
Yeah. Some things just don't work out.
Right.
Gotta say, gonna miss that guy.
Something tells me he's gonna miss you too.
I guess.
just a wholesome conversation between Carl and Cedrot.
Like, hey, guys, if you find a way to talk to spirits, then that could very well happen.
Good.
Actually,
I mean, hey, maybe Sugash will actually get closure that way from him.
Yeah, probably, yeah. But, you know, we'll probably have to add something like that. Actually,
maybe we could talk to Mimi or something, because I don't know if that's a cleric thing that can be done.
Let me check the spell list.
Of course, I don't want to talk too much about it, because, you know, obviously these things haven't happened yet.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna read them for my own reference.
Yeah. Also, Zinnia's theme is playing.
Oh, Zinni!
Put her in
I
more
love
things.
Don't forget she exists.
Then they both start singing, "It has to be this way."
I can totally see Zinnia being a metalhead, by the way.
Fucking
Unironically. What?
Jen in the chat.
What the fuck did you say, Jen? Oh! Yeah, that.
Cedrot with Royal Guard.
why are you running? Why are you running?
Fuck. I don't know what happened. There we go. Okay. Okay, I read a thing.
Okay.
It's just, yeah, we'll have to bring up Mimi.
Yeah.
Also, I just rewatched 2012. Oh, what was that about again? Oh, yeah, the, disaster movie.
Yeah.
With the, Mayan calendar fiasco.
Yeah.
remember when we took that seriously?
I swear, like, it's like every couple of years someone tries to come out with a new, oh, we're gonna end the world, guys! And it's like, it never happens.
And then, I actually saw a video with it was kind of a crack video, but basically someone took Johnny Bosch and made him an emperor, an emperor penguin or some shit.
Yeah.
And, it was like Johnny Young Penguin, and there's a Johnny Young Penguin Rapture. I don't know what was going on, but I saw that and I was like, okay, apparently the end of the world is making people go crazy.
Oh, also here, Jordan, have some Klonoa Heroes promotional art.
Nice.
And yeah, that's the thing that happens. Jonga kidnaps Lolo.
Oh, that's Jonga.
Yep. Yeah, the character who in Namco X Capcom made Guns turn off his filter.
The fuck?
Yeah, because it's like the way that Guns' character is often described is that he does have have a bit of foul language to him, but it usually doesn't get too bad. But whenever Jonga's around, it's like, so we're about to up the age rating here, because Guns is about to drop a couple of F-bombs.
So you mean to tell me that Klonoa is a bit like Jak and Daxter in that the audience grows up with the games?
Kinda, yeah, but like only for like one game, because like again, we never got heroes.
Right.
In fact, in that game, Joka attempted suicide.
Joka? How did he survive?
Because Klonoa Heroes is sort of set in a different type of storyline, where like they don't exactly take into consideration what happened in the previous games. It's sort of like a soft reboot.
Because I was gonna say, no, he's dead, we killed him!
Yeah, because like, yeah, that's also, because, yeah, that's also why in Klonoa Heroes, Klonoa's grandfather's still there.
Did you guys know that there is a Flash game called Namco High? No.
And then, yeah, in Namco X Capcom, when Jonga comes into the story, I kid you not, Jordan, one of Guns' lines towards him, like, Jonga's just like, and who is this guy screaming? Jonga! Bitch!
What? Jen, again, be careful with that. It's like, it's great you found that out, but do not talk about that with our audience here, because some of them are here.
Yeah, because like that's why I said I didn't want to talk too much about it, just so like, not just simply so we don't spoil something, but also because I don't want to give people like false promises.
Yeah, that's another thing too. So try and show a little bit of restraint in the future, please.
Yeah, I mean you can bring it up in the Curse of Strahd chat.
Yeah, you can do that easily.
Yeah.
It's just,
yeah, not in here.
yeah. There's a reason why we keep a few things tight-lipped with our games, and that's to surprise the audience. And if we can't, keep them invested,
Yeah, because
might as well not play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if like just simply not invested, but also just
okay. Another thing too is, sorry, I misspoke. If we can't surprise the other players with that too, then what's the point?
Yeah. Now we're gonna get to the coloring process.
Well, now that she brought it up, I guess we'll say this now.
In Namco High, Lolo was one of the classmates. Actually, you know what? I think I've heard of Namco High, and I do remember seeing that.
Come on, you can do it.
Okay, I was gonna say, YouTube, you did not pause my playlist again, did you? It would have been a bigger crime because it would have paused Ori music.
Fools.
Yeah. And I feel like I also kind of want to talk about this too. Because we're still in the process of recording for more parts of Ori and the Will of the Wisp, but unfortunately, things have been going on Ryan's end that have just been leaving him drained and exhausted. So we have been holding off on quite a bit of recordings, for his sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last thing he needs is to just be forced into doing recording for commentary when he's, not all there for it.
Yeah, and the best we can do is be patient while he recovers.
Yeah.
It's like the same for anybody. Like, if you've been through a lot of shit, the last thing you want to do is get up and do something taxing.
Yeah.
So give people time to recover.
Yeah.
And let them be in their right minds.
Yeah, in fact, Johnny learned that the hard way with when they were about to do their Let's Play of Silent Hill.
Yeah, Johnny fell asleep for that.
Yeah, that's ultimately why they canceled it, because he fell asleep.
Yeah. So, be nice to your content creators, show them support, but don't, hound them for updates.
Yeah.
Like, they don't owe you anything because, whether or not we pretend to otherwise, we're not exactly friends, so don't get too familiar with them.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be a Spax.
Yeah. I mean, who?
Troy's like, that sounds like a name, but I don't think I care.
That's exactly it. It's like I know who you're talking about, but it's like, oh, wait a minute, I just remembered, I don't care. Yeah, guys, there's a reason why I don't get into drama and all that bullshit, because all it does is drain you dry, and I've got shit to do.
Yeah, you have more important things to worry about.
Yeah, I have more important things to worry about. Like, not only do I plan D&D games for my friends, I also have my own story I'm writing. I stream pretty much 3 to 4 times a week. I am drowning in debt, and I'm just trying to live the best life I can. So the last thing I need is getting into drama.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, I do definitely, like, want to give Ryan, like, his space to make sure, like, because, like, I do want to get more stuff done, but I'd also much prefer, if, Ryan's actually in the mood to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm honestly looking forward to, like, the next part that we record, because the next part, we're actually going to get Shriek's backstory. Yeah, Ryan's work is just murdering him. Yeah, I don't blame you. That type of drama is not worth looking into. Yeah. Like Jordan was made aware of his Twitter page. First thing he did, blocked. And I don't blame him.
Yeah, because if all you do is hurt or inconvenience people, or just otherwise act like a total dickwad, then that's a block from me. And especially if you've hurt people in the past.
Yeah.
It's not me holding a grudge, it's me being a decent person.
Yeah, well, in this case, I won't even say it's so much holding a grudge when he still fucking does it.
Yeah.
Details.
Yeah, like, there's a reason why I still don't trust certain people, like, even famous people, after a certain amount of time. It's because, yeah, sure, it's nice to see that you're changing yourself for the better or whatever, if you are doing that, but you can't change people's memories. Which, as much as I hate to give praise to a Telltale game, that's actually a pretty good exchange that I still carry with me to this day. Like, in The Wolf Among Us, there's a conversation Bigby, the main character, can have with his roommate Colin the pig. It makes sense in context, but Bigby was talking about, as he was sitting down on his couch, he's like, listen, I can't change the past. And then Colin fights him right back with, well, you can't change people's memories either. Look, I'm not saying it's fair, but it's true. People are scared of you.
And you know what? That's also kind of a lesson that Kenshin kind of tells Kaoru, like, you know, what he ended up going through, like, as a manslayer, like, even on his road of, like, trying to, like, seek forgiveness, despite all the good things he's done, he still has people who refuse to forgive what he did as Batosa a manslayer. And you know what? That's fair.
Yeah. And another thing, well, on the positive side of things, yes, even if you were a fucking shitty person, you can still change yourself for the better. Like, there is such a thing as second chances.
Yeah, like,
it's not an easy road.
High endeavor.
Yeah, it's like, it's not an easy road at all. Like, don't expect it to be. But if you truly want to change for the better, if you want to live as the better version of yourself, then do it. And don't fall under any pretenses. Granted, people in your past who you've hurt won't forgive you, but you know what? That's fine. Distance yourself from them, because while you lost your chance with them, you can start something new with other people. And, you know, enrich their lives. And, I think anybody can make that change. It's just they have to put in the work to do it.
Yeah.
Funny, I'm not in the right mind to make any RP stuff tonight, but I'm dishing out all that. Forgiveness is earned, not given. Exactly, Jen. Reminds me of this one guy who, for over a year or two, was trying to ruin my friends' lives to no end. That clown didn't have beef with me, but I'm not gonna let him try and drag them through the dirt. Dude, it's changed a while ago. Doesn't change the fact that I hate you and never want to do anything to you, buddy. Yeah, again, which is fair.
I also have someone like that from my past, and Jen knows who they are.
Yes.
In fact, they were a person who, I kid you not, Jordan, they almost made me want to quit, like, wanting to be an artist.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah, because, like, I swear, every time, like, I would do something in the form of, like, making any kind of artwork, like, no matter, like, how hard I would try to do, like, what I would try to, like, attempt to improve myself, guy would always slam me for every little thing I did. Like, nothing was ever good enough. And also, Jordan, I don't know if you will remember a story that Ryan told you one time when he was in the commentary community, where he made a video in regards to the Joshua and Ariana situation, where, like, he was looking at the situation at both sides and kind of just said, you know what, both sides are kind of stupid, and you know what, he was absolutely right, both sides were dumb. But then he got one person coming up to him saying, like, you know, oh, you're an idiot, you're dumb for saying this, and if you don't make an apology video, I'm gonna kill myself.
I think I do remember something like that. What the shit?
Same guy.
Wow, that is a new level of low.
Yeah.
If you don't make this correction based on my needs and my standards, then I'm gonna...
Like, what?
Yeah.
That is insane troll logic if I've ever heard it.
Okay. There's and hell, like the best way to describe the guy is that he was a major drama whore. Like he absolutely loved to cause drama with people, and then once it would happen, he'd start playing the victim even when he was the instigator the whole time.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and one of these. Whoa, hold on. I thought I got rid of this from my playlist.
Oh. VOD mute.
Yeah, no, I caught it just in time.
Excellent.
Yeah, because I ended up learning the hard way. Escanor's theme is not DMCA friendly.
Right.
Yeah, I kid you not, Jordan. This guy legitimately tried to run someone off the internet because they liked Elfen Lied, and that's it.
That is fucking petty.
It's extremely petty.
Mr. Manic, that's not so much of a hot take. That sounds more like a threat. But, actually, there was this speaker who was at my college when we were first getting initiated. Matt Gulwaki, I think. He's a comedian, and he was born without any legs. And he was telling us that basically someone told him, I don't know how you could live without your legs. In fact, if I was in your position, I would want to kill myself. And he's like, I don't know, like, if you're putting your own perceptions on other people, it would make me want to kill myself.
Yeah, because alright, well, I want to tackle this at both angles too, because I have been on the receiving end of that from a couple of people where they're like, oh, if something is like, oh man, if something bad happens to you, I'll probably end up killing myself. And that honestly bothers me a lot. Mm-hmm. Mainly just because of the aspect, because it's like, for one thing, I feel like the person in question doing that, whether they intend to or not, because I like to imagine they don't intend to do it, but when I hear that, oftentimes or not, it ends up translating a lot of the concern that should be going to one person, and it ends up making it about someone else entirely. Because I actually talked about this, because I actually asked about this too on Twitter one time, where I asked, if telling somebody, you'd rather die than let them be alone, if you consider that a threat of suicide. And I had a number of people saying that it can be seen as both, but the main problem with with saying things like that is it transfers. You end up making things about yourself rather than the person who actually needs the help, and that's not a good way to do it.
It's really not.
Yeah. And again, it's one thing if you do it unintentional. In fact, for the most part, it usually is unintentional. So I don't like to think, some people who do that are just naturally manipulative. Some people just do it by accident, and that's one thing. And I can understand that. I won't get too angry at that. And it's I understand where you're coming from. It's just, just some food for thought.
Yeah.
But there's also just the fact too that I wouldn't necessarily look at the whole thing and be like, oh, you're gonna threaten to kill yourself, just fucking do it, bitch. I wouldn't do that, because that in itself is also just not encouraging in general, because then you become part of the problem.
Yeah, and when you're becoming part of the problem, then, well, obviously you perpetuate said problem.
Yeah, because me and BJ actually talked about this in a call, and he does raise a good point about this, as unfortunate as it is. a lot of people who do tend to have, like, suicidal thoughts or whatnot, they don't talk about it, they just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it should be taken seriously regardless, but, like, when you usually run into people who constantly keep threatening, like, you know, they're gonna do that, go to that extreme, oftentimes or not, you can easily, like, kind of look at this and be like, I'm kinda sus.
And on the other side of the spectrum, yes, it can be used as a cry for help. It's just a really bad usage of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally, oftentimes they don't actually mean that.
Yeah. I apologize for the rather serious discussion with, like, hey, look, Kendra here. Hi. Hey, look at this guy. He's here.
Swolvine Dragon Boy.
Yeah. And his patron goddess loves him. She wants him to come home.
They got the commentary community to turn on me because I didn't like MLP when it first came out.
Yeah, that's another thing that they did. Like, yeah, the guy was just at that level of petty to the point where, like, if you liked things that he didn't like, he'd hate you for it. But if you didn't like the things he did, he would also try to cancel you for it. And thank God he's nowhere on the internet anymore.
Sorry, TP is talking to me.
Okay. I need to take a look. Send.
Yeah, I know we were touching on touchy subject matters, but try to keep discussions like that to a minimum because it could trigger other people.
Yeah. Like, you know, if you don't need to, like, there are some, like, I'm certain, you know, there are people in private you can, like, bring those conversations
Yes.
up with.
Yeah, again, there is such a thing as getting too real, you know?
Yeah.
So just bear that in mind.
It's like, yes.
Doesn't mean you're being it does not mean you're being a shitty person.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So don't confuse it for that.
Yeah, no. Like, it's, like, again, like, and the unfortunate thing, too, is, like, sometimes it can be rather hard to tell when you do have, like, the cornucopia of people who have used it to manipulate people, and then you just have the ones that generally are trying to reach out, but, like, they get thrown in with that crowd, unfortunately. But, you know, that's also why, you know, you limit yourself to people who you know you can talk about these things with. That's a playlist. I do not mind you playing more Ori music. That is fantastic.
That is certainly acceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, you can access its stuff on the site that we use, Jen. In fact, for our Neopets one-shot, that's what I'm using as the basis for my Neopets character.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Jordan, would you like to talk to the chat about the character that you're building for that?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I am playing as I'm playing as Pyroku the Shoryu. She is going to be a Star Druid, and what the Star Druid basically is, it's really cool. Essentially, for your wild shape, you can turn into one of 3 choices of constellations, and it gives you, like, different perks. Plus, you also get things like, hang on, if if it loads, that'd be nice. I'm trying to get the class open, but it's being a poop. There we go. And stars. And, essentially, Pyroku is a very, book smart and, a very, magic-oriented character, so the fact I'm jumping into Druid with her is, pretty funny, because that's actually the one class I recommend people to not jump into when they're first playing D&D, so, I've got a couple experience in D&D, so I thought, you know what, I need to fucking get better at magic, I'm just gonna jump into Druid.
Yeah. And also, when that Neopets one-shot eventually becomes a thing, I will say Pyroku is probably going to be the only reference to Cedrot you guys are getting, because Pyroku is Cedrot's sister.
Yes! That's another thing. They are both Dragonborn. It's just Pyroku is of a different type.
Yeah, like she's a different species.
Yeah.
Cedrot being a Scorchio, Pyroku being a Shoiru.
Yeah.
I'm ahead for a bit. I don't know if I'll be back or not. I just want to clear my head. You're good, Mr. Mania. Take the time you need.
Yeah. Hope you'll be alright.
Yeah, me too.
Fireball is not a part of her spell list.
Also, Jen, Fireball is not going to
Actually,
help us.
what is on Pyroku's spell list? Hang on. Yeah, I will admit I'm not too familiar with Neopets lore yet, and I actually still don't know a lot about her relationship with Cedrot, because that was mostly on your part.
Yeah.
I have Flame Blade.
Well, I'll say this too, like in regards to the one shot. I will, for the most part, tend to fill you guys in on things.
Okay. That's
So like,
cool.
I'm not expecting you guys to like be fully experts at the thing, obviously, but like throughout, it's like I'll tend to throw like things in there, and like you can even ask me like, is this lore accurate? And I'll be like, oh yeah, no, totally it is.
All right. And about Fireball specifically, if I'm playing as a character who has it in their spell list, I will always ask the DM, okay, can I nerf this, like, down by 2 damage dice? I know it doesn't completely nerf it, but I don't want to kill my party members.
Well, I mean, of course, the other thing too is like, like, yeah, you can nerf things without making them like outright useless. You just don't make them as oppressive.
That's exactly it too. Like, I know Fireball is a powerful spell. I just don't want it to be game-breaking.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, if you need to nerf something, you can simply make it not as overwhelming. Something that Unite doesn't understand when it comes to nerfing anything, because Lucario's still fucking broken.
Yeah. Exactly. It's I always get on Fireball's case because of how powerful it is. Like, I know it's a 3rd level spell, but, I keep forgetting if it's, D8s or D6s.
I think it's D6.
8d6 is a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8d6. To start, I would always nerf it like, okay, instead of 8d6 being the max damage output, have it be 66, because by the time you cast at the higher levels, you still can add 1d6 for each slot level above 3rd. Yeah. So it's still strong, it's just not, to the point where, oh shit, I could kill my wizard with this, or, oh shit, there goes the ranger, or, oh shit, paladin's down.
Yeah. Ricky, no.
Well, he's a rogue, but yes.
A very squishy rogue.
Yeah. Mega squishy. Like, guys, I think when we were rolling HP, he rolled a 1.
He did.
Consistently. So he went from 18 HP to 19 HP. I'm thinking of ways to help remedy that,
Like,
because that is ridiculous.
like, what is his hit die?
It should be, 5d8 in total. Hang on. No. What am I doing? I can just look up his sheet. Yeah, 5d8.
And he gets just a 1 with those rolls?
I don't know how he keeps doing it.
Because, like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, there's gotta be, like, some kind of a negative modifier that he's getting.
Like, okay, because I do remember when we were first playing the abode, he did fuck up on Rags' AC, because he didn't... I don't think he remembered how exactly to roll for, rather, calculate AC, because he wasn't wearing any armor. Okay, rogue. Hit points at higher levels, 1d8 plus your constitution modifier per rogue level after first. So I gotta ask, is he adding his con modifier?
Yeah, because, like, I take it his constitution is the negative modifier.
Wait, Jen, natural ones, we're not using d20s to roll our stats.
Yeah,
It's not a natural 1 if it's on a d8.
yeah.
Are you okay?
It's like, alright, I got my health increase. Alright, sir? Yeah? How did you get 60 plus HP? Well, I rolled for it. What did you use to roll? My d20. You're supposed to use a d4!
Oh, that's what we're supposed to use. I thought we were just using, I thought this was a d4. That's a d20. Oh, then what's this? That's a d12. This percentile die. We don't use that.
It's like that's a d100.
Why do you have a d100?
It's like, can I roll it? You're fired.
Get out of my game.
Get out of my table. You're bad.
Or I just silently, like Peppa Pig, hit the kick button.
You're fired again. It's like Cedrot just sees a roll like that. You know, I'm a paladin, and even I think that's not right.
Jen, what have you been using when we were rolling for HP? Every level? Have you been using it? Forget my dumb tired mind. Go the fuck to sleep! If you're tired, sleep!
Go the fuck to sleep!
Do you want me to read the whole story again? I'll do it. I've done it before on the stream multiple times.
And on his own streams.
And yeah, it won't be the last. If you want, no, honestly, if I read that story to Jen, if she's that tired, it would probably make her not sleep even more.
Ah, so you plan to use reverse psychology. Good. You don't want to do that, mate. Yeah, of course I do.
Really think.
Your
Yeah.
funeral.
No, I really think I do.
Your funeral.
Rolls his eyes.
Why don't I want to be doing it?
What I love about Barbossa's dynamic with Jack in the first movie is that, yeah, there's still that typical rivalry the two had, but it's more like, oh my god, this guy infuriates me.
Yeah. Stop blowing holes in my ship!
Or in Pirates 3, I see my ship right there. Can't spot it. Must be a tiny little thing hiding somewhere behind the pearl. Which funny enough, I just realized this. Oh my god, I just realized this. The reason he left Jack a small dinghy was because that's what he said to him about his proposed boat.
Yeah.
The hits just keep on coming.
You know what you're doing, I'll give you that. What about your footwork?
Yeah. Oh my god. They'd be my charts! Well, that makes you Chart Man!
You know, with the Ruby music playing, it's reminding me how one time they actually ran a Ruby-themed D&D session.
Oh yeah! I know they made, character sheets for, the main four.
Yeah, like, I like that Yang is a fire genasi.
Yes. Actually, I wonder if we can still find it.
Yeah. See, I think Ruby was a ranger.
Yes, Ranger makes a lot of sense for her.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I found it. It's on Reddit. Okay, so, yeah, Ruby is a level 8 Ranger. She's a variant Aasimar. Huh.
Yeah, well, probably to emulate the Silver Eyes.
Yeah, I think you're right. Wait a minute. What's your subclass, Ruby?
Is there a class for Jesus?
Ruby, sit down.
What? What'd I do? What'd I say?
No, nothing. It's just, I think you might have gotten your wires crossed somewhere.
What?
So you're a level 8 Ranger, but you don't have a subclass.
What's your point, bruh?
I don't, because it means I don't know what Ranger you're playing for this campaign. Like, that's kind of important for your lore.
Oh!
Are you, like, a hunter, or
I'm a
monster slayer?
huntress!
Okay, so hunter, gotcha. So you need to incorporate these features into your sheet. Oh, Weiss is a High Elf, Wizard 3, and Cleric 6, and... Okay, well, they made her a Life Cleric. What? What? Why do they think that Weiss isn't as powerful as she could be?
Hey guys, remember when Weiss could use time dilation? Yeah, they don't either.
No, like, you know what? Weiss would definitely be a shoo-in for, you know, a conjurer wizard. And in terms of fighting, yeah, just, you know what? Give her fighter. It's fine. Or if you really want, you know, dust-based abilities, that's a little tough. You know, I guess Cleric wouldn't be too bad, but, there isn't a lot of room for elemental stuff then. So I guess that's what the Wizard's for. I don't know, that was weird. Blake... Okay, yeah. Blake is a Tabaxi rogue, level 8. Oh, she's a folk hero. What?
Yeah. Honestly, given her connection with the White Fang, that makes sense.
Huh. Yeah, okay. Ooh, she has Uncanny Dodge. So... I don't know what her subclass is. Like, just a thief?
Yeah.
So, thief rogues are the best rogues who ever rogued.
Yeah.
And Yang. Yeah, you already mentioned, what the hell? Barbarian 8, Monk 3. She's min-max as fuck!
You know what? That's totally in character for Yang. She would be a fucking mid-maxer.
No, like, what I would do is, Yang, you are Barbarian 5 and Monk 3. That's the highest you can go. Because level difference is a little too much. Okay, so she's a Berserker Barbarian and the Way of the Open Hand Monk. You know what? That's some good synergy. I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, we got the base colors down for Cedrot.
Awesome. Hang on. I will actually be right back, if you don't mind.
Alright. Fruit junk is bad with TNT uncombined. God, you've been up to 3 in the morning yet. You go to bed. You go to bed now.
These are your wise words from Cedrot. Save often. never know, something will end up going wrong with your program. And if you didn't save for a long time, you'll have a lot of work to redo. So save often. Another bolt on our hands. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I can't do it. I can't do it from Streamlabs. And just like that, he is gone. Come on, Strahd. I thought you were better than just simply sending bots after us.
I'm back, and the princess came along with me.
I had to kill another bot.
G'day. Hang on. Remove, and then report. Kill.
Annihilate charge, annihilate charge.
Annihilate charge, annihilate charge, annihilate charge.
Although Cedrot absolutely would not say, well, that's a load off my back.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jen went to bed because apparently she was up for 3 in the morning.
Go the fuck to sleep.
And we're getting tons of Ori music.
That's always good.
Yeah. I also had Cedrot remind people that
Never forget to save often.
Yeah.
oh, and Jordan, now we're off to the final battle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To save the Mechonis and the Bionis.
Oh, to the last battle from Xenoblade, okay. Oh, welcome back, Mr. Maniac.
Yeah, you doing good? Yeah, I'm back. Still feel a tad off, but better at least. And at least you're doing okay.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just getting to some shavings with Cedrot over here. Let's see. Yeah, I have been live for 3 hours.
Ooh. Cool.
That's usually around my typical run times, either 3 or 4.
You got a lot done.
Yeah. I got a lot done.
I got a lot of voice prep going on.
YouTube, what are you doing? I was literally checking my contents page to check on my VODs. Google, what are you doing? Google, I don't need your help. Is it because Tunnel Bear is confusing it?
Google, are we gonna have to have a discussion?
Are we gonna have a problem here?
Are we gonna have to fight?
Because if we are, then I'm really not in the mood.
If not, then I will roll for initiative.
Okay, there we go.
Actually, Maniac, if you're still watching, I know a story that I think will like help raise your mood a bit, because this is a story that Dr. Crafty told me was one of the worst ways he started an initiative.
Oh shit, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yes, so our friend Heaton was running a horror-themed session, and they were going into a haunted house hunting for mimics. Dr. Crafty, who was playing in this game, just thought to himself, wait a minute, Heaton has the mentality of a 5-year-old. And so, he went to the bathroom. He looked at the toilet, and then Heaton's like, oh my god, you're doing what I think you're gonna do, aren't you? And then Dr. Crafty takes a shit in the toilet, rolls for initiative.
The punchline is, the toilet was a mimic.
Yeah, and Crafty pooped in its mouth.
I still need to get back into Xenoblade 1. I just got Melly, and there's one side quest that's bothering me. Oh!
Hey, I just added this song to my playlist. Klonoa's singing.
Klonoa, he's singing!
Yeah, it's the song from it's the main theme from Klonoa Heroes, Sign of a Hero.
But who? You just got here.
Also, speaking of kitties, I had to put my blankets in the wash because Cece threw up on them.
Huh? Was she okay?
She's okay, but then I looked at it, it's like, if you're gonna sleep in my bed, you're gonna sleep in the bed with me, Cece. You can't be throwing up.
Yeah. There's one near the lighthouse with one of the guards. Oh,
Tech bar is Klonoa.
I think I may know what that one is. But yeah, while I was downstairs, I not only got some water and blue, I also got these candies that are called Mary Jane's. There's no PCP in them, don't worry. They're essentially like molasses and peanut butter candies. They're rather good, yeah.
And yeah, Klonoa is also singing Japanese in this track. Actually, Jordan, have I ever showed you Guns' theme?
I don't think so.
Because, yeah, not gonna lie, not the first thing that I'd expect.
Klonoa FNF mod went. Funny enough, I've seen people make Klonoa in the Friday Night Funkin' art style. So who knows? Might be a thing.
Like a old western.
Yeah.
Kinda makes sense.
I mean, yeah, he is a bounty hunter.
Yeah, he's a bounty hunter, so thematically it makes sense, but I don't know. I think a different genre would fit him a little better. I just don't know what.
If they are to make a Friday Night Funkin' mod for Klonoa, they either got to use this song or they have to use Stepping Winds.
Did anyone see that animated video of using Kirby Radio CD or something where Kirby was talking on the phone singing? It was very cute. No.
Oh no. It's the meme.
The meme?
The storm is approaching, Jordan. It's provoking.
Oh. It's possible to like a song despite meme status.
It is.
I'm looking at you too. I'm looking at you too, Megalovania.
And you know what? I'm also gonna put this out there. Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. It is a good song.
Yeah, it genuinely is.
Yeah.
Why aren't you laughing? They're funny. I mean, yeah, when used in memes, but by themselves, they're good songs.
Yeah.
Not to mention, like, Megalovania is Toby Fox's signature song.
Yeah.
And you guys thought it was original for Undertale, didn't you?
It was in a bunch of things. It was even in Homestuck.
Yeah, it was. Kind of weird when I first heard it, though.
Yeah.
And
there is
video
also,
for the official voice actor for Kirby?
There's also the Earthbound hack, but he doesn't like being reminded that existed.
Oh, what was the reason?
He's not proud of it.
No?
No, he looks back at the Earthbound hack and he's not proud of it. In fact, even when Pat brought it up in his theory about Ness being Saiyans, like he immediately was like, "Please stop." Like I've seen like some things from that hack, and it's like I can kind of see where he's coming from because a lot of the dialogue came off as like really edgy and like not the good kind of edgy.
Ah, that makes sense. Virgil's theme, if he was the pizza man, I'm the sausage king. Sausage? Did you purchase that sausage? Because if not, it is 5 silver. Same with the hot dog.
I have a better proposition for you, Lizard Man. How about you step out of my way and I won't have to cut you to ribbons?
He just squints his eyes. Are you threatening me, good sir?
I'm giving
What
you
is your damage?
my damage.
I'm trying to give you goods and you threaten me.
Step aside, sir. Or am I gonna have to slice you like a pair of buns?
Did you say bun? And for the first time in his life, Guns feels fear.
I wasn't even trying to go for Guns, I was going for Virgil.
Oh, Virgil. Virgil feels fear for the first time.
Dante just watches.
He gets a bowl of popcorn ready. He's like, oh boy, this is gonna be good.
It's like, Dante, brother, help me with this. I think I'm gonna sit this one out.
You're a fucking bastard, Dante!
Let's be real here, Virgil. We're both bastards.
Wait. Blue, do you want out? Oh, also the quest I'm having problems with is Monster Quest 2. It won't pop up because I'm missing a blue star. Oh! Crystal, I know the exact fix for that. So, hang on, first things first, you want to make sure you save scum, because, believe it or not, save scumming is actually recommended in Xenoblade 1. It's totally fine to do. As for where you can find blue turnips, they're in Satoral Marsh. You want to look for their highest spawn rates, which is the Statue Summit area or the Basin Cave, which is by the apex of the waterfall. Yeah, so I would check around those areas, and you should be good. And again, if all else fails, just save scum.
Yeah.
Which you can't save scum in Xenoblade 2, which is another reason why it sucks dick. I'm kidding. That's a silly reason for it.
It's like, I can't save scum in this game? 0 out of 10!
I mean, that did actually catch me by surprise. When I first played Xenoblade 2. Oh. Okay, hang on. I think...
There goes his kitty. Off to be a kitty.
Alright. Now, let's check out that Kirby thing.
Yep. Also, Jordan, speaking of Melly,
Yeah?
she loves you.
I love her too.
She says she misses you.
I miss her too.
She said after the stream.
After the stream.
Yeah, she wants you after I finish streaming, which might be soon, because it's about to hit 11.
Oh, okay. Also, one of the many things I love is how Ricky's introduced. Yes, yes. Those of you who saw my Xenoblade stream years ago, holy shit, will know what I'm talking about. But Ricky's introduction scene is amazing.
Hero Pawns pulverizing pinball.
And Melia and Shulk playing beach ball together with him is just great.
I want to take that clip and play Haikyuu music over it.
Oh, no. If you wanted to play Haikyuu music with one of the Xenoblade characters in that scene, play with Ryan as he's serving.
Yeah.
Ryan, take this, Furball! Being a cat's... Yes, it's National Cat Day today.
Yes.
Or if you're in my circles, it's Blue Day.
Like Jordan, you do know if I were to do that, I am going to have Shulk screaming Chance Ball.
Fine. Ricky is a Giga Chad. Ricky had 40 years! And he's also the one Xenoblade character who is confirmed to have fucked.
Yeah. Speaking of that, like, Jordan, have you heard about some of the people complaining about the Cuphead show?
It's not even out yet.
Yes, it is.
Oh, fuck! Sorry. Didn't know that. What were they complaining about?
That it's not some deep lore-driven show about the world of Cuphead, and that it feels like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Are you fucking serious? It's Cuphead!
It's like, that's kind of the
It
point,
is-
guys.
It's fucking Cuphead! It was never about lore. It was about going from stage to stage and, you know, beating up people who owe the devil something.
Yeah, in cartoony antics.
Yeah, they are literally Rubber Hose cartoon characters. There's no lore involved.
And honestly, one of the funniest responses I heard to those people complaining is from Musha, where he says, for the people complaining about the Cuphead show not diving too deep into lore, you have to live with the rest of it. You have to live with your life having to constantly think of the fact that at one point or another, Elder Kettle has fucked.
How? He's a kettle. Oh, speaking of dogs, Crystal, another Xenoblade knowledge for you that I know on the top of my head, because of course I do. The best present you can give to Melia right now are Dober Corgis. She absolutely loves them. If you want to raise her affinity high with someone, have them gift her Dober Corgis.
Which, for the record, Jordan, I told Melia that you ordered her quite a few Dober Corgis.
Which we will add to our Dober Corgi farm.
Yep, and
which they will go to loving homes.
And she is a blushing mess right now.
Just as planned.
Yeah, no, like I've seen clips from the Cuphead show. It looks pretty good.
All right. I'll have to give those a look later.
Yeah, I'll say the guy playing the devil is obviously loving his role.
Yeah, like villains get the best lines.
Yeah.
That's a.
And the crazy thing is, this is his first role.
What?
Yeah, this is the first character he's ever done voice work for.
So, was he like a stage actor before this, or was he like he's just getting into voice acting?
Yeah, he might have been a stage actor. I mean, given the way that he sings.
All right.
Yeah, like here, take a listen to this.
Okay, where are we? Okay. Yeah, I just finished the clip. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, dumb thing I just remembered about Xenoblade for some reason. At least in the Wii, at least in the first version, there are 2 versions of the Monado that Dumbman can equip in the code. One for both hands. I don't remember that. You're probably... I mean, both he and Shulk wielded the Monado in both hands. Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about, like, when he becomes a party member that, you know, he usually uses his left arm to hold his weapons. That sounds like a hack, though, what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being, in the code where he has, you know, possibilities for both. Someone probably took his other version and put the Monado in it. That's what it sounds like. Because no, he wields the Monado in the first hour of the game, not after that. Although in New Game Plus, Dunban does have the possibility of wielding just his katana, but the Monado graphics are still surrounding it.
It's like, oops.
It's like, yeah, it's like, we have the Monado. Where's the Monado?
No, honestly, one of my favorite things from New Game Plus is, if only we'll find out the Monado secret, Shulk says while holding the Monado on his back.
It's like, turn around.
I love buggery like that. It's just so funny.
Yeah.
In fact, it's like, I still laugh at the one moment in, I still laugh at, like, the one moment, I think it was Metal Gear Solid 1, where, they have Snake running around the tux, and one of the hostages is like, "You're not one of them?" They say it's
nice.
Snake. They say his Snake is just wearing the tuxedo.
It's like, what do you think?
Or actually, in his Mega Man 7 review, where, like, he managed to, like, get the Rush adapter, you have Zero come along. Have you gotten the R, U, S, and H chips yet? No.
No, okay, you don't need to be an asshole.
By the way, do you like my invisible coffee mug?
As far as I'm aware, I'm in the code. There's one Monado that is held in the very first part. Then there's another weapon called the Monado that he holds in his left hand that when he plays him in Colony 9. He holds both hands in Colony 9.
Anyway, it is 11. We have been streaming for about 3 hours and almost 30 minutes. I think I'm gonna call it here. So before I do, here is the image in its full as it is right now.
Alright, give me a sec to catch up. Ah, nice.
And, right on cue, the red-headed wife has noticed that I'm about to close things off, so she's clinging.
And I think she's gonna do a little more than that.
Yes. So yeah, as Jordan has Melia waiting for him, I have this one waiting for me. So everyone, it was fun streaming. I'm glad. Actually, no, hold on. I can't just send things off of this. So hold on.
So, for those of you who joined with the stream, I enjoy your company as you stood here. watching my creator essentially draw me, adding color. Perhaps it might be finished by the next session, and it could be showcased before the actual session even occurs, along with the rest of the art. So, if any of you are interested in watching the Curse of Strahd campaign, you're more than welcome to watch it on the Spiffy Needle Geeks. We currently have 9 sessions, with a 10th one coming very soon. I hope